Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the greatest show of all time. Now, for those of you who are new here, I always make sure, at least for the most part, to leave timestamps in the description below. So if there's a particular part that you're looking for, or maybe there's a part you want to skip for whatever wacky reason, you are more than welcome to do so. That being said, this is meant to be done in a podcast format. That's sort of the whole point of this, so there's that. But anyways, hello Lord Pasta Productions, and welcome to the stream. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream, most likely. It's just going to be me mainly looking at stuff, I guess you could say. And, because I like looking at stuff. Looking at stuff is cool and good. All right, so that's what I'm gonna be doing today. But yeah, anyways, where am I even going with this? Now, if I'm gonna be completely honest, I know absolutely fuck all about Brianna Wu. I genuinely don't know anything. So I'm going into this with an open mind. Now, why am I doing this specifically? Why me? I mean, I know nothing about the subject, and, there's no reason for me to talk about it. Well, the last time that was the case, it seemed like, for whatever wacky reason, the last time I looked into a situation I knew nothing about, it became an entire series of streams on the channel. Of course, I'm referencing the Illuminati stuff. At first, it came from people being like, hey, Femyoz, did you hear about the Illuminati stuff? And I'm like, no, and I don't care. I'm never talking about it. And then eventually I caved in and I'm like, fine, I'll talk about it. So that's what I did. And, yeah, so that ended up becoming a whole thing. And I don't expect that this one will get views like those ones did, or that it will do well algorithmically. It seems like YouTube is more likely to promote stuff that is about me, femboys, or commentary. Mainly if it has to do with me. I will say, and I know this sounds like an egotistical thing for me to say, and you know what? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But videos about me do really fucking well algorithmically. Like, holy shit. It's like, videos about me are like people's most viewed videos on their channels. It's insane. It's like I will be, like, a thumbnail with my face in it and my name in the title will be like their third most viewed, their second most viewed, sometimes even their most viewed video on their channel. It's hilarious. It's great. But we're not here to talk about me or drama involving me today, even though that's what would get me the most views probably, even though I would just be milking the shit out of it because it's all just a bunch of dumb shit that doesn't even matter. But anyways, I guess the place we're going to start is well, first I'm going to drink water, and then we'll just sort of get on to the thing, the thing. And also, hello, baby. Welcome to the stream. Yes, you are, in fact, second. One other thing. Actually, I don't remember what I was gonna say. You know what? Let's just do this. Alright? Now, all I know so far is apparently there were DMs that were leaked, or something. I don't know what these DMs are, but apparently they're probably bad, I'll bet. And that is exactly what we're going to be looking at today. So, the first video I saw in my recommended that I decided, instead of watching it, I will save it in a playlist and watch it on a stream. And it is this video right here called Addressing the Brianna Wu Situation. Now, I don't know what the Brianna Wu situation entails, but it's from Keffals, and I just want to see what this is all about.
That's all I want to see. I just want to see her actually come out of this realizing how she hurt people and wanting to do better. And from what I've seen, at least talking to her one-on-one, I'm pretty sure she realizes that she did hurt people. But it's really hard having these sort of conversations.
Okay, alright, I hate intros. Alright, can we... Alright, we'll skip the intro, alright? I don't need to...
A bunch of stuff happened with Brianna Wu. And now, I'm gonna cover everything that happened and give my thoughts. Because I know that people have really wanted to hear what I have to say about all of this, and some people, I don't
think a single person cares what I have to say about this. I don't think that people that watch me generally know about this situation. With some exceptions, I'm sure, but... I mean, there's a reason that this is not going to get very many views. Let's be real. It's going to be like the least viewed stream VOD on my channel. I guarantee it.
Think got the wrong impression on how I reacted to this at the time. The minute I left, the world went into chaos. It was further proof I need to stay in Ireland, because when I leave Ireland, things get crazy. I am literally staying here for the greater good of humanity. So...
Oh yeah, I think she did move to Ireland.
I'm gonna start off with her apology.
Could have sworn she was in Canada, but okay.
And then like get into everything that happened, all of the leaks, some group DMs.
Oh yeah, that's right. She would have moved after the Kiwi farm stuff.
Got leaked tonight, and were selectively chosen to paint a completely false narrative about me not respecting non-binary people. If you read our whole group chat, you'd see comments from me talking about how I think non-binary people are experiencing real pain, and how even though I don't understand...
Okay, this is interesting. If you read our whole group chat, you'd see comments from me talking about how I think non-binary people are experiencing real pain. That's an interesting way to word it. Okay. I'm wondering what was being said. This is such a non-issue. Oh, I agree. I thought this was gonna be, like, crazy. Oh my god. There's a whole situation about it. It's like, wow, this is disappointing. Where's the insane shit?
They deserve respect. I also said they need more healthcare. This is why you should be very suspicious of things selectively edited by people with an axe to grind. They're not going to show you the parts that don't fit their agenda.
She makes it sound like someone got killed or something. Yeah, I don't know.
I respect non-binary people. I will call you by whatever pronouns you prefer, and I'll vote for whatever politician that will give you more rights. Anyone saying otherwise is lying.
Brianna Wu? Brianna Wu? More like Brianna W.
Record is nothing but allyship. I was also caught making some spectacularly unkind comments about another woman's fashion choices.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I don't blame her for that.
I don't know what to tell you. This is what women do.
True.
I'm not proud of it. So, I defended her. And I want to give some context on why I defended Brianna Wu. I was traveling in a foreign country, and I had COVID.
Who the fuck is that? I have no idea. I'm trying to... Oh, God. This is, like, the opposite of like, the Illuminati situation, where it's, like, I started out knowing literally nothing, and then I'm like, oh my god, it's getting more and more insane. This Illuminati person is a terrible person. But for this, it's like, oh, really? This is, like... This is boring. This is nothing. Why did I... See, this is the thing, right? As a streamer, something I try to do, a lot of the time, is I will try to, not watch anything that I react to beforehand, because I want people to see my initial reaction or thoughts. I want it to be raw. I don't want it to feel like it's, you know, too overly planned, but I don't know. I mean, maybe I should change that. It probably would be better if I did, so that we don't have shit like this.
And I didn't actually look into all of the things that were said, and literally assumed that this was all just women being catty in a group chat.
I mean, that is what it looks like. I haven't seen what was leaked yet.
And I stand by that women are catty, especially in private. I'm
a catty bitch in public. Maybe I am a real woman. God damn. I mean, I'm extremely petty. I'm a catty bitch. you know what? Maybe I am a real woman after all, you know? Maybe
in enough friends
I mean, I do fit like all the negative stereotypes.
circles that are all
Maybe she has CP. Yeah, I don't think so. That would be a wild turn of
women
events.
to know the fact that
Wu got them to the White House, so W Wu. Oh, hell
women
yeah.
can be pretty mean to each other. But I think that I should have looked into all of this instead of immediately shooting at the hip. So here's
I mean, I guess that's what I'm doing, is being like, yeah, fuck this. This is dumb. This is nothing.
what I said about the situation. I've been out for almost 13 years, and I guarantee most people outraged by this have a private account somewhere on Twitter where they are saying worse. The
True.
real proof trans women are women is how catty they are to each other.
Okay, yes, this is literally what I was saying.
Just to clarify, I agree that those DMs aren't good. My point is not that it's okay Brianna said those things. What I'm saying is that...
Can she shut her, sniper wolf stupid lookup? Wait, what?
This mean girl behavior is much more common in private than most people are willing to admit. I've seen little attempt at constructive dialogue today. Let's actually get into the things that were said in these leaks. So someone posted a photo of Benny and said, it puts the lotion on its skin, which is a reference to Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs.
This is literally nothing. This is what people are mad about, or what? Wait, what? What is happening?
Which, I think it's really fucking weird. Like, I just, like, straight up think that it's incredibly fucking weird to attack a trans woman in this way and inciting these tropes. Because the whole thing with Buffalo...
I don't know what that means.
Bill in Silence of the Lambs is that Buffalo Bill, and this was what the psychologists in the movie were saying, was that he was making a woman suit. And
what the fuck does that mean? Oh my god! I just saw a message right there. Somebody, Jenny Matrix, British flag. Her dress reminds me of those god-awful skirts that femboys buy. Alright, Jenny Matrix, I don't know who the fuck you are, but you're British, which, first of all, means that your teeth are probably disgusting, alright? They're probably all crooked and shit, alright? I got straight teeth, yeah. What the fuck is she saying? I don't even know. I was insulting how she looks like... Does she? I have no idea. But how dare this bitch, Jenny Matrix, the dumb bimbo bitch, insult femboy skirts like that? God-awful skirts that femboys buy? You mean the based outfits like what I'm wearing today? It would have been better if I moved the chair in the correct direction first, but still. I mean, I'm just saying. This outfit is objectively better than whatever the fuck this person wears, alright? I guarantee it, alright? I don't want to hear any dissenting opinions, okay? Because you are objectively wrong if you disagree with me, alright? I don't want to fucking hear it, alright? Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna just take that out of context. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, anyways, oh yeah, the camera has to, like, focus. How do you guys like the, this is the second stream I'm using this camera, but, like, also the background, like, I made it so that the background is, like, out of focus, and I'm in focus. Do you guys like this better? Is this better? I think it's better, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's actually worse this whole time. Yeah, who knows? Truly the mystery of all time.
And that he was like an autogynephile who got sexual thrills out of wearing this suit out of the women that he had murdered.
Okay, then that is a weird thing to say.
The thing that people are getting really mad about in this circumstance is what Brianna said here. This is in response to what Jenny said up here. That her dress reminds me of those god-awful skirts that femboys buy.
Yeah, what a fucking bitchy thing to say. I will go after this fuck this person. Alright? Fuck them. Yeah. Looking at the logs, I think there was a femboy in the chat. Well, that femboy is based as fuck, alright? That is the most based person in the chat, alright? And the least based person is this disgusting specimen, Jenny Matrix British flag emoji. Whoa, looking good, boss? Why, thank you. I appreciate that.
And Brianna...
Is that Morg stepped out on your wall? That, my friend, is Bald Martin, the beautiful bald man. Hold on. In case it's difficult to see, I'll turn off the background blur. This is Bald Martin. Okay, chat, do you like it better with or without the background blur? This is without. This is with. Without, with. What do you guys like better? I kind of like it with, but it's because it's a nice change of pace, maybe. But maybe you guys like it without. Wait, without, really? Interesting. No blur? Alright, well, without? Interesting. And then there's one other thing. There's video noise removal feature. So this is with, and this is without. I don't know if you can even tell the difference. With, okay, yeah, maybe you can't tell the difference. This is without. Yeah. So, now it's zoomed in. This is without, this is with. Can you even tell the difference? Actually, maybe I like it better without. I can't tell. I mean, I think it makes my skin look nicer with. You can't tell? I think it makes my skin look nicer, because this is without. You can sort of see the bags under my eyes, because I'm sleep deprived. I guess you can still kind of see it with. And then this is weak. And then this is strong. So this is strong. And then this is nothing at all. Yeah. Anyways, I think I'll just leave it on weak. You can't tell? Alright. I'll just leave it as is. No stupid NSFW blur. Oh, you guys don't like the blur? I'm surprised. I thought that people would like it, to be honest. But I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. That makes it easier for me. Because yeah. It makes my life easier. Because then I don't have to open the NVIDIA. You don't know your fans. Wait, I do. It's just that I've never done the blur effect before, alright? So how would I know? I literally would have no idea. So, anyways.
Anna responds to this by saying, I mean, if you're not super hot, maybe just dress normally and don't present yourself as a transvestite.
Oh, boy.
You can go a long way with just being skinny and dressing normally.
Oh, shit!
And it's just, I don't think this is called for. I do want to say something, though. I was at an event in person with Brianna, and I told Brianna in person that I don't think that this is okay, and that she can't do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, what the fuck? What kind of comment is that? Okay.
Like, I basically told...
So wait, is she agreeing with the dumb bitch that was talking shit about the skirts that femboys buy?
Her that if there was a repeat of this event, I would distance myself from her publicly because I don't think that this is okay. And another thing that really frustrated me about all...
Isn't Brianna like 50? Yeah, I don't know. She looks 50. You look like a white bunny. I hope that's a good thing, and if it is, then thank you. As Femyoz's, we appreciate no blur. Fair enough. Alright, I'll keep it off.
All of this coming out was because I had spent quite a bit of time showing people that Benny engages in genocide denial and consistently uses her platform to defend authoritarian regimes.
Oh yeah, I do love me some good old genocide denial and authoritarian regime defenses. Did you see the new Dream drama? There's a new Dream drama.
This basically sidelined all of it. Now, I know that this was all leaked. Like, this was all private DMs. You know, there was never a point where Brianna knew that this was going to come out. But I still think that if you're...
I don't think it matters, frankly. I mean, it does and it doesn't, right? It does to an extent, right? Like, obviously it would be worse if she was saying this shit publicly, but it's still really bad, right? It's like, okay, if you wouldn't say it publicly, why would you say it privately in a group chat? It's like, okay, you know, all right. Yeah, he was joking with Aaron calling him his slave. Okay, so that sounds like a nothing burger to me.
Going to make criticisms of people, they should be constructive criticisms of people. Like, there are many reasons why you should be mad about Benny without delving into transphobia. This
I don't know what the context is.
Basically just put Benny into the position of victim, and everyone completely...
Who is Benny?
...washed over all of the heinous shit that she engaged in only days prior. So
who the fuck is Benny? Oh my god.
So let me read all of this. This is all Brianna. I think because I'm old enough to remember when we moved away from Transsexual, I'm a bit more nuanced. You have to remember daytime TV was obsessed with the sex and Transsexual, so it was trying to water that down. I do think that as transgender doesn't mean anything clinically anymore, it makes sense to bring it back.
Yeah, that I agree actually. Yeah. Transsexual is the process of medically transitioning, right? As opposed to being transgender, which literally just means you identify with the gender that you were not assigned at birth, right? There's an important reason to, you know, make that categorical distinction. Hello, Olivia Bean, and welcome to the stream. We are talking about the Brianna Wu stuff, if you haven't noticed. So far, Brianna Wu has said one cringe thing, and everything else seems pretty based. Transsexual and transgender is essentially the same, but they're not. That's like saying sex and gender are the same, which they're also not, right? To be transsexual means to go through the process of medically transitioning, right? Being transgender does not necessitate that same process, right? Like, I mean, sure, there's going to be a lot of overlap, right? It tends to be the case that if you're transgender, you are far more likely to be transsexual as well, and vice versa, but it's not always the case, right? You could be transsexual, but not transgender, right? So if you're an HRT femboy that still just uses he, him pronouns and nothing else, then you're still going to be cisgender, but you're still going to be transsexual, right? And vice versa. You might not want to pursue medical transition, but you want to socially transition, in which case you're not transsexual, because you're not changing your sex, but you are transgender, because you're changing your gender, right? One is a medical term for someone who has surgery or the like. One just means you don't identify with the gender you were assigned at birth. Yeah, like, one is more of like a social thing, / the way in which you want to be categorized in society, versus, I'm stupid. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the other one. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
There's something that I think is missing from this discourse that is important to know. And unfortunately, these leaks ended up confirming this. I haven't talked about this previously, but to all of the people who have been...
and we never got rid of the term in a medicalized context? Yeah. That is such a facetious argument. How?
Wondering about this? Yes, Brianna is a trans woman. She has not been very open about this. And the reason why she hasn't been open about this is that she came out in a much different time. And this isn't me defending her behavior. This is me trying to contextualize.
Okay, I will say that makes her comment, her transvestite comment, make way more sense. Because that's something that I was sort of thinking in the back of my mind. Like, it sounds like something a trans person would say to insult another trans person. It didn't sound... Like, it didn't feel like it was being said by a TERF. It felt like it was being said by a petty trans person. And I guess that assessment would be correct, actually. So, I should have said something.
Why she is this way. She came out in a time when being open as trans is something that would absolutely destroy your life. And she's held on to a lot of that. Now, I'm biased, because I'm still going to be working with her and I still consider her a friend, and I think the best thing that I can
Yeah, to drop a friend over something like this would be insane, right?
do as a friend to her is to be honest with her that the behavior that she engaged in isn't okay. But I'm
Yeah, I mean, it's like the same thing with like me and the natty stuff, right? It's like I'm willing to like, criticize her, especially behind the scenes, right? Like I've told her you got to get off the internet. Shit like that. It's like, but that doesn't mean that you have to be like, "Oh, fuck this person. I hate them now. They're evil. I can't believe they would do this. If I had known about this, I would never." It's like, "Shut up. You're just morally grandstanding if you say shit like that." What makes you a specific gender? It tends to be what you identify yourself as is the best and most efficient and accurate methodology, right? It's so yeah, if you identify as a gender, then yeah, usually it's pretty easy to tell when somebody is like whatever doing it in good faith versus doing it in bad faith is like a conservative counterargument. Oh yeah? Well, why can't I just identify as an HP Office Jet Pro 3080? And it's like, well, because that has nothing to do with gender. Like, it's like completely unrelated, right? It has nothing to do with the way we socially categorize people, right? A printer describes a physical reality, right? This is completely different. Gender is not a physical reality. It's a social one, right? That doesn't mean it doesn't exist, right?
glad that I had the opportunity.
It's just considered impolite in most to use in most contexts at this point because it's kind of weird to bring up the medical procedures someone is undergone out of the blue. Yeah, but like there's a time and a place for it, right? You wouldn't just call someone a transsexual if they're just like walking down the street, right? Like if they're a trans woman, right? You would probably just say that they're a woman or a trans woman, right? You wouldn't call them a transsexual. That's a weird thing to say. But if somebody is, talking about, okay, it's like, okay, but if you're having a debate with somebody or whatever it may be, right? Then it's like, okay, then those terms and categorical distinctions are useful, right? You just have to understand the context, right? Anyways.
To address this in person and to try and come at this from a place of actually understanding instead of immediately attacking her. The reason that we started talking with each other in the first place is because of the fact that we were both the target of a far-right harassment campaign. She was the target of Gamergate, and the same people who pioneered and orchestrated Gamergate were the same people who drove me to almost take my own life last year. So
it's changed from culture to culture. It's not a static thing, and I'm a sociologist. Yeah, that's fair. It feels like your definitions are so out there and loop around, they end up... Okay, where's the logical inconsistency? So, by definition, what does man and woman mean? Like, as in... Like, generally, it tends to be the case that a woman... Yeah, I guess the best way to describe a woman would just be, somebody that... I guess a woman is like the feminine archetype in society that tends to be associated or correlates with being female, but it does not necessitate it, right? So most of the time, if you are a female, you are going to adhere to that feminine archetype, right? At least to an extent, right? Even if you're a tomboy, you're still a part of that feminine archetype, right? You're just doing it a bit differently, right? The same way that different lawyers operate differently, right? But you're still adhering to that title, right? That's the way you categorize yourself, right? Whereas, there might be a trans person, right? So a trans person is going to categorize themselves differently, right? So you might be a biological male who identifies as a woman, right? So you would be identifying with the feminine archetype in society, right? So you would be the exception there. Feminine doesn't equal woman. Well, I said feminine archetype, right? We're talking about a specific archetype, a specific collection of expectations and characteristics that are generally orbited around. I guess it would be more along the lines of like a... You mean stereotype? No, I'm talking about an archetype, not a stereotype. I guess I would say female archetype would be a better way of describing it. I guess it would, yeah, I think female archetype. Yeah, because there is an archetype around being female, right? So I think that would actually make more sense. And then that would be associated with femininity. I think, yeah, that probably would be a better way to describe it. That is a stereotype because you're... No, I'm saying that oh my fucking god, no. Holy shit, you are completely misunderstanding. I am not saying that that is what it necessarily means to be a woman. I am saying this is generally what it's associated with, right? So, again, I don't see what you're failing to understand here. I don't... Color isn't comparable to... Wait, what? Because it is a definition that's self-referential? Well, generally it serves the most utility to allow people to identify with whatever gender identity they want, so yeah, I don't see what the issue is. I don't know of a single utilitarian argument that could be used to argue the contrary, right? No one fits into one precise label or stereotype. We're just talking about general trends in terms of social groupings people identify with. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's not, like, a specific rigid set of guidelines that you must meet in order to fulfill the prerequisites of being a woman. Like, that's fucking stupid, right? Like, that's an insanely dumb definition. Femyoz, 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 Femyoz. Hello. Puppy from Los Andes. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. But yeah, no, generally when it comes to the, what is a woman, it's basically just an archetype associated with females and femininity. That's what it boils down to, right? It's, but again, an archetype or a social category should not be something you're forced to adhere to or be a part of or categorize yourself with, right? So you could still label yourself as something, right? But then sort of go against all the expectations, right? Or you could choose to do the contrary. You could just go identify as the other thing and adhere to the expectations, right? Our society told us what it meant to be a man and what it meant to be a woman. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not that the word woman ontologically means something, right? It's just, oh, there's vaguely, like, this set of ideas for what it is and for what it isn't. It's such a retarded... Okay, well, make a better argument then. It's like, you're acting... It's like, yes, I gave you a vague term because that's what it is. Because, believe it or not, but women are actually not a monolith, right? So that's like a very broad thing, right? So for there to be a specific definition and all these prerequisites for how, you know, for what a woman is, that would mean that, okay, well then you're not, women are not a monolith, so that doesn't work, right? So then you would, you know, there would be cis women that wouldn't fit that category, right? Woman isn't an abstract idea, it's a thing. What do you mean it's a thing? What thing is it? It's not a physical reality, right? Unless you want to argue that sex and gender are the same thing, which is an insane position as well. You could say that anything is a thing. In Southeast Asian culture, long hair is considered masculine. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's all relativistic, right? But all of it is in reference to a certain archetype. Sex isn't abstract, but it's not even binary. Yeah, are they conflating? Yeah, that's like, if they think sex and gender are the same thing, then, well, Rise, do you think that sex and gender are the same thing? Sex is definitely a binary. It's not, it's a bimodal distribution. That's literally the scientific consensus. So unless you are literally a science denier that wants to deny the literal scientific consensus, you should agree. It is a bimodal distribution. I think they are like, no. A binary means that there are only two possible outcomes. That is what a binary means, alright? Sex is not a binary. It is a bimodal distribution. That is completely different. Alright? I don't want to hear this fucking shit, alright? I've heard it too many times. Jesus. All right, so if sex, okay, if sex is a binary and there's only two sexes, then what sex are intersex people? Are they male or female? You know, if you have both genitals, let's say, if you are a full-on hermaphrodite, and you have you know, and half of your sex characteristics, exactly half of them, are male, and the other half, precisely, are female. So how would you categorize them? I mean, it's got to be one or the other, right? Or is it more complex than that? Strong correlation between sex and gender, but yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, this is it's a correlation causation fallacy is what it boils down to. It's like, yeah, there can be a correlation, but that doesn't necessarily mean there's a causation, right? A cisgender woman is not a woman because she's female, right? So it's not a causal thing. It's a correlative thing. Doesn't make it a third sex. So what is it? Because you can't categorize it as either of them. So clearly, if it doesn't fit into either category, then what the fuck do you think it is? What if half your cells are XY and half are XX? This happens sometimes. Yeah, exactly. Or what if you have XX male syndrome? A genetic anomaly, so their sex is genetic anomaly sex? What? Are they also genetic anomaly gender? Is that their gender as well? Yeah, you're one step away from saying, yes, yes, the three genders, man, woman, and genetic deformity. Jesus Christ. Yeah, oh man, you gotta love it. We set up the lines, we chose what words meant back in the day. Yeah, exactly. It's not like we find words in the fucking wild, right? It's like people made up words, right, in reference to things, right? But as science progresses, it's like, okay, that things start to change a little bit, right? So we don't refer to sex as a binary anymore because it is scientifically inaccurate, right? It's objectively false to say it's a binary. Like, it's just an objectively untrue statement. Now those definitions aren't useful because scientific understanding of what and how sex can express in humans has advanced so much. Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, if there's only two sexes, then categorize intersex people that have an equal distribution of sex characteristics from both, right? Because a binary denotes that you must either be one or the other. Okay, you can't be in an in-between state. There's no third thing. There's no, separate category. Okay, even if you want to say, oh well, they're a genetic anomaly, you're still categorizing them differently, right? Would you categorize a male as a genetic anomaly? No. Okay. What about a female? Well, also no. So clearly, you are still, whether you realize it or not, categorizing them differently from how you would categorize the average male or female. I was someone with two sets of perfectly functional genitalia, disability. It's an advantage if anything. They can reproduce asexually, theoretically speaking. Yeah, but wouldn't that have the same problem as incest, where it's like, it would exaggerate, like, you would end up with fucked genetics. If, like, I guess because it would be like a one generation thing, then maybe it wouldn't be a big deal, but so as a human born with more or less than two arms human, wait, yeah, they would be human. They are the species human. How many arms are humans born with? Well, usually they're born with two, but they can be born with three. That can happen. They can also be born with one or maybe zero. So yeah, you wouldn't say that all humans have two arms, right? That would be an objectively untrue statement. How many arms are humans supposed to have? What do you mean supposed to? Supposed to by what standard? Are humans supposed to have 2 arms instead of 3 arms because you say so? What would be wrong with having 3 arms other than it's abnormal? But to be abnormal is not something that is bad. If you reproduced asexually, you would create a clone of yourself. Kind of. But I think it's more complex than that. Massive stream freeze? Shit. Fuck. Let me do something about that. Shit. Fuck. How far behind is it? Is it still lagging? What? Please tell me. It doesn't seem to be lagging on my end. No lag for me. It is generally the case does not equal it's supposed to be the case. Yeah, exactly. Looks fine to me. Okay, so yeah, you guys are all... Alright, smash like. Smash like. If you don't like lag. You know what? There you go. There's your... I will DDoS myself if you don't smash like. Alright, that's right. Alright, anyways. What am I even saying? It's the dumbest shit ever. But yes, press like. Or I will... There's 12 concurrent viewers and 3 likes. Well, there's actually 10 on your end, I think it says. But it's slightly behind, I think. But yeah. It's like, well, what's going on here? I know at least 9 of you watching this haven't even smashed like. What's going on? What gives? Anyways. Humans by design have 2 arms. By what design? Are you like a religious freak? Or something that believes that we were like specifically designed? Or are you like a normal logical person that believes in shit like evolution and, you know, aren't the categories we create for utility and made to map onto reality as much as possible? Yeah, that's the point I'm making, right? Is the whole point is to maximize utility, right? That's why it maximizes utility, to recognize the existence of trans people, right? So that's why I am in favor of trans rights, because it maximizes utility, right? I just came into the stream, so I have no idea what the convo was. Yeah, don't worry about it. By whose design, Rise, it just tends to work out that way because it's been a survival advantage for a long time. Yeah, exactly. It's like they're what was Brianna's take on non-binary people? I don't know. It seemed pretty mundane to me. From what I can tell, she seems to be cool with non-binary. So, W Brianna Wu. But I guess we should get back. Wasn't there more leaked stuff? There probably was. We gotta keep watching, alright? I got so sidetracked. I'm sorry. Alright. If human with 4 arms developed in a way that had more utility, that might become the new norm. Not likely, but not theoretically impossible. True. Like, imagine a bunch of General Grievuses running around, basically. With, like, 4 arms. I mean, think about it. You would end up with, like, people that look like General Grievous. Brianna Wu literally harassed somebody else over here for having its pronouns. Is that true? If that's true, that's kind of fucked. You shouldn't harass somebody over that. Like, I understand not understanding it or whatever. Like, I struggle with its pronouns. Because it's like, like, intuitively in my mind, my brain is like, but you're referring to inanimate object right now. But, you know, I try to be respectful. What if X exists or Y such a retarded way? Okay, then make a better argument, Rise. I don't understand. She called idiots a public degradation fetish. I mean, if that's the case, then that's based as hell, okay? Then I am in full support. I am in full support of its pronouns if it is a part of a broader humiliation kink, okay? If that's the case, you know what? Maybe I start using its pronouns, all right? I don't fucking care. All right? I will this is I'm just saying. All right, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm being fucking weird. But there's nothing to argue against. My argument relies on some. Wait, what? What about my argument is unclear to you? They got us in the first half, not gonna lie. Yeah. All right. Anyways, let's continue. We've gotten so sidetracked. Don't think it was harassment, just private shit talking. I don't know. It could be the case. On Sunday's stream, she also had a rant talking to the femboy in the group chat about how they shouldn't do sex work because it's gross with Wait, Brianna Wu did that? Alright, if that's the case, then fuck Brianna Wu. I trusted you to be better than this. Femyoz Clara's view of it is limited and biased. Alright, let's finish looking at Clara's video. And then we'll go on and look at other stuff.
More than anything, I don't want to see Brianna Wu disappear. I just want to see her become better. And
man, I wish more people felt the same way about me, you know? Instead of people being like, you better leave the internet, cunt. If people were a lot, they're like, okay, Femyoz, you know, you're being kind of cringe today. I want to see you do better. But no, fuck that. No, it's like, god damn, if I change, I'm all on my own, right? Like, it's like, god damn. It's like, I want to change for the better, or whatever, right? I want to be the best person I can. But it's like, it's very difficult when people oftentimes will take anything I do and blow it out of proportion. It's like, well, if you can't criticize me with an accurate representation of what I did, then why the fuck should I take why should I take the argument seriously, right? It's like, okay, well, if I did something wrong, then surely you can represent it accurately and it'll still look bad. Which it can, right? It's like, sometimes there is genuine criticism against me. That's valid. Femyoz, your path to Allah is quite far, but not impossible. What? Something cancerous about leftist spaces are the online are the do better in our club, in our out club mentality. It's cringe. So, what do you propose, that people do worse instead, or do you mean like, oh, shit like that is the reason I brought her to your attention, lol. Otherwise, not really as relevant to you. What, the Brianna Wu stuff? It's interesting. Or what, I get Clara wanting to help her change, I just don't have high hopes of a redemption arc. Yeah, but to be fair, people don't have a high hopes of a redemption arc for me. Like, people that don't like me see me as a lost cause. Like, people are, like, fucking awful to me. Like, I'm not saying that to, like, be the victim or whatever. It's just, like, yeah, that's just how people are. You know what I mean? It's like, god damn. You know, it would be nice if more people were charitable, right? If everybody assumes that somebody is irredeemable, and that's how they're treated, then the person who is seen as irredeemable starts to see themselves that way. Either that, or they just double down because to them it just doesn't fucking matter what they do, in which case it's like, that's also not good, right? I mean, hell, this shit almost fucked with me, right? Like, I almost went down a similar path to what Jalen went down, right? Like, in a different way, but, like, still. It's like, I don't want to repeat the same mistakes that she's made in the past, right? Because that's fucked her career, right? Like, that's had a really, it's fucked her mental health and it's fucked her career, right? I don't want that to happen to me. It's like, it can happen to people that have the best of intentions. It can happen to people that aren't actually bad people, but that maybe do bad things, right? Don't shoot the messenger. Complain to my boy Allah. Allah isn't real. Also, didn't your prophet Muhammad rape a 9-year-old? Isn't that what happened? As we can see something as bad or good, it's always us versus the enemy, and you ain't allowed in our club anymore. Oh, that? Yeah. I agree then. Yeah, that the idea of the in-group out-group shit I think is fucking cringe. To be fair, I will say commentary is very guilty of this. The whole in-group out-group mentality, it's like whatever. I'm categorized in the out-group, and it's like people really don't like me because of it, you know? It's like people that have never watched my content fucking hate me. And it's like, goddamn. You know, it's like, wow. The prophet was indeed a pedophile. True. Like, imagine raping 9-year-olds. It's like, difference is you're already kind of based. You just are learning how to channel your cringe better, lol. Yeah. It's like, for the most part, I think most of the things I say and do are correct and based. But then occasionally I'll say something really dumb. That like gets me into like a shit ton of controversy. You know what I mean? It's like people are so there's some group of people that A-log me. I know for a fact. If for no other reason, because I'm interesting. I'm an interesting person. And then there's people that fucking hate me, right? And then there's people that hate me because other people hate me, right? Islam was made by people over 1,000 years ago. Of course, they would justify stuff like pedophilia. It's a violent religion, like most. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know too much about it, so I can't really comment that much. But check your Discord, Femyoz. All right, I will check my Discord. Oh god, I got to open El Discord. El Discord. El Discord. El Discord. Alright. I'm opening the Discord. The only religion I don't think is completely fucked is modern Buddhism. That could be the case. Isn't Hinduism pretty decent? I don't remember much about it. I don't remember having any issues with Hinduism, but maybe I'm wrong. This was on President Sunday stream. Oh dear. Open in browser. Okay, alright, let's read these cool and epic DMs. Alright? Alright. Brianna just have a slightly spicy take about non-binary. There's a little bit more to it. Okay. Robin, what the fuck are you talking about? Robin, why didn't you start using alts? You should really collab with Dreamy Bull. What? I don't know. I don't remember who that is. Is that like one of the people that's like in chat that talks shit? I assume. I think. Anyways, all right. Let's read these awesome DMs, okay? So from Brianna Wu, I get it. I really do. I was homeless when I transitioned, but I would not be able to do what I do now if I have done sex work. There's just a lot of life ahead. Okay, that's cringe. That's not the worst thing. And then it looks like Jade McFlyleaf. I don't know who this is. I assume this is the femboy. And they reply with, I mean, I've always worked in this kind of industry when I'm not a maid. What do they mean by maid? Do they mean in the maid outfit? Or are they like an actual femboy maid? My first real job was at Adam and Eve, and I was told straight up I was hired because it brought in chasers. Hey, thank you, Hoopty Scoopty, for the $1. Don't care, plus didn't ask, plus ratio, plus Keffals L, plus noodles are racist, plus Italians are racist, plus total Jesse gender, parentheses cat thrower domination, plus total tipster death, plus Destiny is racist, plus Fausch is a PDF file, plus bottom USL. Wow, the last one. The last one. Wow, how dare you call me bottom-yos? But you said it was the femboy. There was a femboy sex worker. Or is Jade a trans woman? Or non-binary? I mean, they do bottom Yosta's fish. Shut up. I'm not a wiggler anymore, but I still like noodles. Fair enough. And then, anyways. Okay, brought in chasers. And then Brianna Wu replies with, IDK, if you are not post-op, I think the worries are more legitimate. I personally would not care, but I don't think it's crazy. And then replies to, and then in response to somebody else saying, but I don't think I'm a woman, Jade McFlyleaf says, I want you to join me. So either they're a femboy or they're a woman. They're saying, okay, become a femboy like me or become a woman like me. I have no idea. Because I know somebody said that there was a femboy. I don't know if that's what that was doing sex work. Bottom Yos does fit. Yeah, alright. I see how it is. President Sunday covered it pretty thoroughly, as did Demon Mama. Alright, we'll finish the Keffals thing and then we'll look at the we'll look at one of those, alright? Alright.
Not engage in this kind of stuff. I think that she does have a lot that she can offer the world, but she needs to be a lot smarter with how she engages online. So this is where things are getting a bit dicey, I think. Doe didn't detransition because they still...
Okay, wait. Oh shit, that's something... Is that what... Wait, what?
Consider themselves trans, but agender and believe trans is an amorphous blob of terms that mean a political statement against the societal concept of gender. But
yeah, that's an interesting position. It's an interesting position for it to take. Detransition because they still consider themselves trans. Yeah, that... They do.
they have stopped taking hormones because they also believe hormones are a weapon of societal construct of gender assimilation. This isn't true, by
Yeah, I disagree
the
with
way.
that.
Doe is very much on hormones. It's really weird. Like, I don't know why Doe needed to be attacked at all. Voids Anya started a shitstorm tonight. Doe came up and I repeated your very plausible position that it pronouns are about a degradation fetish.
Oh my fucking god.
Demon Mama is in the group chat and I didn't know they were dating.
Jade is the femboy, alright. Keffals is just the worst, one of the most obnoxious people I've ever seen. Okay, she's not that bad. Okay, look, I've seen... Okay, at first I thought she was kind of cringe, but... I don't know, like... I mean, I haven't watched her content in a while, but there was a brief period of time where I was watching all her shit. I'm like, actually, she's not so bad. She's a crook. You haven't even watched her content. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's just not okay. It's not okay, and it doesn't have anything to do with building bridges.
She seems like she's leveled out recently. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, you haven't. She's a self-admitted cuck based.
And trying to put aside political differences to work towards progressive victories. The last thing I wanted to talk about like all of this stuff is how mad people...
Keffals has technically committed a felony. She did also do 9/11. That's true. Also, hello, Nifty Narfy. Welcome to the stream.
People got about this statement that I made in the Discord, because I think that people misunderstood what I was saying, and I can understand why. I said in the discourse, transmedicalist arguments are the only way you can protect the rights of trans people in the courts. Removing concepts like dysphoria that have a basis in medical literature from the discourse and simply making it a matter of self-identification is going to fuck all of us.
Yeah, I understand what she's saying. I mean, I actually do kind of agree with her, but I could see why this would be misconstrued, right? She's not talking about transmedicalism in the anti-non-binary, she's not talking about people that hold positions like, oh yeah, you must be transsexual in order to be transgender. If you don't have severe gender dysphoria, you're not even trans, gatekeeper types, right? That's not what she's saying. She's talking more along the lines of, okay, yeah, things like gender dysphoria are the reason why this is necessary medical care, right? Obviously, concepts like that are important in medical literature, right? It's like, to say otherwise is just anti-science, right? And to be against the scientific literature is fucking insane. You may as well just be a flat earther or an evolution denier, like, at that point.
I think, like, one of the things that I said earlier was that I was sick and traveling, and I
Keffals was the original creator of Brazilian farting porn. Jesus Christ. It's such a stupid fucking drama, I agree.
oversimplified the position that I had. So, like,
Anti-science nerd emoji. Yeah, only someone that's anti-science would fucking say that.
the first thing I need to say,
Sorry if I'm annoying, don't worry about it,
is that I am not a transmedicalist. For the people in the chat who don't know what transmedicalism is, it is the belief that in order to be transgender, you need to have gender dysphoria.
Yeah, exactly. But that's obviously not what Keffals was trying to say. When she said transmedicalist arguments, all she was saying was, okay, yeah, like, arguments in which the whole point or proposition is that it is medically necessary for some of these people to get gender-affirming care. That's the point she was making, I guarantee it.
And that is not what I believe. I do not experience gender dysphoria, so by that logic, I wouldn't be transgender. Transgender being an umbrella term allows for a wide spectrum of people to inhabit that term. You know, it's not a one-size-fits-all identity. The other thing is that when I made this argument, I was specifically talking about surgeries, and that when people on the right, when conservatives are attacking trans people's ability to legally access things like sexual reassignment surgery, I think that using medical arguments is the most effective way to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, if we're talking about medical procedures, right, and the process of medically transitioning, then yes, you have to make, you know, medical-oriented arguments, right?
About defending that. I think that self-identification is important, and I think that it's great for things like changing your gender identification marker. I think that both things can be true, but I do think that gender dysphoria as a medical concept.
Keffals was annoying in bad faith, and going after Kiwi Farms was bad, but the shit some people say about her is unhinged. I don't know. Was it bad that she went against Kiwi Farms? I don't know. I mean, I don't know too much about that situation. I thought it was probably a good thing, maybe because of the doxing or something, maybe potentially. But anyways, I don't see what the issue is. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know what does Kiwi Farms have to offer that makes up for the doxing that it allows. Update, check your Discord. You will probably laugh. Alright. Checking Discord it is. By the way, I'm the femboy in the DMs, but ... I'm an actual maid now. Wait, that was you? Wait, no fucking way. You were the one in the DMs? Ah! But also you use she, her pronouns. Interesting. Interesting. Or at least that's what it says on your Discord. Femyoz is the same person that said valid L's didn't harass anyone. Wait, what? Did they? Anyways, Joshua Moon is stifling users exercising their free speech to expose the turkey tom cuckening, so total salvo victory. What the fuck? They literally called it a kill. Alright, we're not here to talk about fucking Kiwi Farms, alright? Jesus Christ. You guys are fucking insane. Anyways, I'm sorry, we're getting sidetracked.
Concept does play an important role in defending trans healthcare access. Like, I don't necessarily believe that you need dysphoria in order to be trans, but I think that without concepts like dysphoria as a way to fight back against rolling back medical access, it would...
Leave Turkey Tom alone? I mean, I don't have a problem with Turkey Time. I mean, obviously some of his takes I'm gonna find cringe or whatever, but he's one of the better... Like, he's not like the best commentator, but he's like one of the, like, the better ones, I guess. Like, he's better than people like a Cheeto, for instance. Like, Tom actually makes good videos. Like, I'm pretty sure that one of the main criticisms against him is maybe sometimes he doesn't research enough. But other than that, like, Like, it's like, you know, like, I watch some of his videos. They're entertaining. It's good content. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Right? It's like, okay, you know, he probably thinks I'm an annoying cunt or whatever, but that doesn't stop me from saying that, yeah, he has good content.
Would just be significantly harder. It's the one thing more immediately viable, but would you say we...
What is your argument for why I should care about non-gender dysphoric trans people as much as dysphoric trans people? Well, the argument isn't that you should care as much, right? So I would say it's the case that the ones with, dysphoria are the ones that need necessary medical care the most. But I'm somebody that believes in the concept of bodily autonomy, which would mean that, okay, nobody should be forced to have a certain set of hormones on the basis of that being what their body naturally produces, right? So somebody might not have gender dysphoria, right? But if they're, you know, if they don't want to, I don't know, have fucking testosterone pumping in their veins, they should have a right to not have testosterone pumping in their veins, right? That is not a new, like, having, and for all you know, they could have dysphoria and they're just in denial, right? I thought I didn't have dysphoria. It's not that I didn't know what dysphoria was. I knew exactly what the fuck it was. But guess what? I was in denial, right? It took me going on fucking estrogen to realize that, oh, okay, I actually did have dysphoria before. But before, I just saw that as, like, the default state of being. You just thought you were gay? Kinda. Keffals' own video on this is well documented and has links if I remember right. Fair enough. I remember one of the big criticisms of Tom is that he wouldn't misgender trans people. Yeah, based Tom. That's so based. Fucking W Turkey Tom. I don't care. See, oh god, this is the thing that sucks about being me, is I grew up watching commentary, but now I watch political streamers, kind of, but now I'm starting to go back to commentary a little bit, but also with a different perspective, and I'm not changing my politics because of commentary, and it's like, oh my fucking god. Yeah, I'm a mess. Tom is cool, it's just funny seeing commentary people trying to pretend there isn't evidence that Lyrics claimed he cocked. Oh yeah, I do know about the Lyrics thing. Man, Lyrics is a fucking weirdo, though. I'm not gonna lie. He's a, I don't know. He gives off some weird vibes. I mean, he literally, like, you know how, like, there's, like, the whole diaper allegation meme? That was because of an out-of-context clip that Lyrics basically found because he spent hours going through my past live streams to find something I said to take out of context. So, he's clearly not right in the head. You know, it's like doing all of that not for a video, but for a tweet. Like, come on, that's fucking weird. Lyrics should just admit it. It's less embarrassing than being a lolicon enjoyer. Yeah, I don't know about the lolicon stuff. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not gonna say definitively that it is, but I will make jokes about it because I don't fucking care, alright? If he's willing to take something I said out of context and treat it like it's not a joke, then I'm gonna do the same fucking shit. Maybe. But at least I'll be honest and say, yeah, it's a fucking joke. Maybe. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Every channel and Twitter account of his gets flagged down. Ironic. Wait, who? Lyrics? Oh, Salvo Pancakes. Also, commentary people are, like, literally systematically deplatforming Salvo Pancakes. Well, if that's the case, that shouldn't be the case. He's hot, though. Who? Lyrics? Is he? Or are you talking about Turkey Tom? Or Salvo Pancakes? Okay, I could see if Lyrics went down the femboy arc. I mean, I think he could pull it off, if I'm gonna be totally honest. I literally saw people in his chat saying that like when he was going over drama involving me, there were people in his chat saying that I'm what he's gonna look like in the future. And I'm like, fuck. They might actually be onto something. What the fuck? Why are they on it? Like, why is that unironically kind of true? To be fair, Lyrics is a decent looking guy. Yeah, okay. I mean, he kind of, oh god. I can't say that he's ugly, because if I were to do that, then all of the people that say that I look like him, or that he looks like me, would see that as me basically calling myself ugly. But I guess you're allowed to do that, because it's like, if you call yourself ugly, then it's like, well, I don't know. The screenshots. Femyoz is the hottest commentary streamer. Aw, well, thank you. Better looking compared to Tom for sure. Poor Tom. I feel bad. No. I don't want to know. What did Tom do? Poor Tom. Tom's just chilling. I total Doxios domination. Hell yeah. We out here doxing all of the minors. Oh yeah. This is a joke, by the way, for legal reasons. Alright, this Jesus fucking Christ. Maybe you should shave the facial. Okay. If Tom were to trans max, okay, no, we're not doing this. No, we're not doing that meme. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing the trans maxing meme. Fuck that. It's dumb. Okay. If Tom were to go down the femboy route, I think he might be able to pull it off. Tom is such a cute little guy. I think that Tom needs to go... Tom needs a femboy arc, alright? That's what he needs, alright? Lyrix needs a femboy arc, and Tom needs a femboy arc. I don't fucking care what anybody says, alright? Brianna Wu is a boomer trans woman who ran for Congress and has now been outed for being a part of a really toxic group chat in which she contradicts a lot of her publicly held opinions. Even Turkey Tom would admit it, lol, own it. Yeah, Turkey Tom as a femboy. He could pull it off, I think. Okay. The thing that would scare me about Lyrix becoming a femboy, because people said that he looks similar to me, apparently. I think we look different, but maybe that's just because I see myself differently. But, like... What if you were able to pull it off better? That would be horrendous. Because then it's like, okay, if it's somebody that looks like me, and then like, what if he goes on HRT, and then he pulls it off better? That would be fucking terrifying. He can't, he's too muscular, Lyrix has better chances. Yeah, but you can lose muscle. Femyoz, you should host a debate with Olivia and Robin. Oh my god. No, well, Robin doesn't even have any positions. He's just here to troll. Like, he doesn't actually believe anything he says. He just says shit. Okay, alright. Chat, what do you guys think about a Lyrix femboy arc? Because, like, here's the thing, right? Is... Bruv, I do what the... No, you don't. Shut the fuck up. Like, keep in mind that, like... Before I did the whole femboy thing, I don't know, I wasn't like, I guess I was kind of a boy twink for a while, but I already knew at that point that I wanted to be a femboy. Not gonna have him, but it's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know.
Need to push even further.
Sorry.
That would just be a stepping
We gotta continue,
stone,
alright?
not the
I'm
ideal.
sorry.
Yeah, I don't think it's ideal. When I said Transmedicalist, I literally pushed.
Not interested in the moment. I need to re-review all the info first. If you really want to do this, I suggest you do the same. That's fair. Didn't your life go downhill when you became a femboy? No, not really. It was impossible. Trust me. My life was fucking dog shit already, right? So it's not like anything changed. Like, the reason that I'm mentally ill is not because I'm a femboy. Like, well, that's like one of the few things that has made me happier, right? The main issue is I'm bad at socializing with people in real life. Your GF left you. Wait, hold on. She left me? Or did I sort of, you know, go off on her and then sort of break it off and sort of dig a trench between us, I guess you could say. I don't know. If I'm gonna be totally honest, like, I am out of her league. Alright, I am objectively better looking, alright? That's not me complimenting myself. That is me insulting her, by the way. Alright? She was mid, alright? I don't fucking care. Alright? She was mid. A part of it was because she started out, like, I don't know. I mean, she was decent looking, but then after we broke up, she gained a bunch of weight, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you gain 100 pounds after we break up, it probably means that, holy shit, you know, they're really fucking they're eating their emotions away. That's all I'm gonna say. I miss you are alone now and don't have no one on life. Well, clearly you don't have an English teacher in your life because your grammar is fucking dog shit. Like, what? Your only support is just well, isn't... Okay, you know what? No, I'm not... Oh my god. Watch out for ramen. They have the blood of a dragon. I can't tell... Okay, I don't know. I can never tell when Robin is trolling, to be honest. I think he's trolling most of the time, but sometimes maybe he's genuine. I don't know. Femyoz haters are that soy jack where he's crying and sneezing and spitting copious amounts of blood and sneering. True. How long you get a stream for? I don't know. This was meant to be a short stream. Just briefly talking about this and investigating it. Alright, let's continue.
Push the word trans and medical together without realizing that I basically said I believe that you need dysphoria to be trans. And that's not what I was trying to say. I'm definitely willing to have a conversation about it. You literally have a disease that makes you characterize your opinions in the worst possible language. That's true. Look, you have to understand that I am from a country with a long and proud heritage of making very bad political decisions. You know, I'm from the place that has the prime minister that did blackface.
Wait, that's based. What do you mean? That's not a bad decision. What are you talking about? That's very based. That sounds like a good meme. I'm sorry.
And did a standing ovation to a literal fucking Nazi. You need to be paid.
Jesus fucking Christ. I can't ironically. Yost. I'm obviously joking.
Patient with me, okay? We're not good at this. I don't want to just condemn people.
Femyoz, what is your opinion on a trans person that says transphobic stuff? I think it's just as bad as a cis person saying transphobic stuff. I don't think it makes a difference.
Especially when I
don't think it matters who says it. I think what's being said matters the most, right?
I know that Brianna is very much willing to have these conversations and have these conversations publicly. And I want to see more of those conversations happening. I also just...
This is not a brief subject.
I'm very sympathetic whenever I see...
I might do multiple parts to this.
Someone getting absolutely fucking dragged through the mud on social media. Because I know how bad it feels and that there is nothing that you can do in the moment in order to make the situation better.
Yeah, I felt that, honestly. Like, I feel like that's something that's really difficult to visualize until you experience it. Like, as an audience member, if you see somebody in controversy, it's like, you don't see how they're thinking or what they're doing or how they're feeling behind the scenes and whatnot, right? Like, you don't get to see any of that, right? It's like, all you see is the YouTube drama. But, like, behind the scenes, it's like, okay... You know, it's like, oh, great. I'm, like, panicking because it's like, oh, God, this shit is, like, too much. And I like, you know, I wish I was more emotionally detached, but I'm not. And it's like, oh, God. Femyoz, you realize I was talking about Jalen, right? She says transphobic stuff. What transphobic stuff does she say? And if you mean jokes... No, that doesn't fucking count, alright? I'm not the fucking joke police. And no, I'm also not, I don't have a problem with slurs. I think all slurs can be used as funny jokes, okay? I don't care. You should 41% yourself. Izzy is not trans! What do you mean? He's cis! You're so dumb! Like, what? Okay, when it comes to a joke, that's not fucking transphobic, okay? I think that anybody should be able to say 41% yourself in under certain circumstances / context, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I've told people the 41% themselves, right? I don't see the issue with it. It's just a funny way of saying stuff. Jalen is mentally ill and based. True! That is so true! I could not agree more, Shinpin. We need more people who think like you. So we make fun of anything about you? I don't know what you mean by anything. I mean, don't you already do that? Like, I don't know. Now look how Femyoz morals change. My morals are exactly the fucking same! What are you talking about? Jesus Christ. And he wonders why. Wait, Jalen can't even side? What do you mean his? Okay, to be fair, you even if you don't like a trans person, you shouldn't be misgendering them. That's kind of a shitty thing. I'll say. Like, look, now obviously I'm gonna be biased because I'm friends with Jalen, so it's like, you know, I don't want people to, you know, say that kind of shit about her, but even if it was a trans person I didn't like, I don't know, fucking Blair White, like, I wouldn't want you to misgender her either, right? The commentary community did some fucked shit to Jalen. Yeah, that's, like, what nobody talks about. Like, people always talk about, oh, Jalen did this, Jalen did that, and it's like, okay, but why did she do that? I don't know, because she's stupid and dumb and she a bad person. And it's like, well, that's not the reason. That's your opinion of her. That's how you categorize her in your own head. But no, the reason was because of the way people acted towards her, right? But people always cut that out because, oh yeah, it's just so conveniently left out, you know? When we make fun of you about anything, in general, yeah? Like, I don't know what you mean by anything, right? Because, like, also there's gonna be ways of saying jokes that are better than others, right? So, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not likely to ban people from chat for making fun of me, no matter what they're saying, right? So, like, there might be jokes that I have a preference against, but I'm probably not gonna ban you unless, like, you're spamming or being, like, really annoying about it. I don't know. Because couldn't handle criticism by copy striking others, who Jalen? Yeah, I've criticized her for that, yeah. At the same time of them saying she's too mentally ill to have a platform, they all deplatformed her constantly. Yeah, it's like, yes, let us all dogpile this mentally ill person who is extremely mentally ill, and we acknowledge is extremely mentally ill. So I think that the best way to solve the problem of mental illness is to dogpile and have a hate campaign against this person who's extremely mentally ill that we acknowledge is extremely mentally ill. Well, that's why commentary doesn't like. Nah, even if that's the case, I mean, that's not a good enough reason for it to, you know, be a constant thing. It's like, okay, yeah, she did one bad thing. Oh no. Like, one of your mods is homophobic. Are you using high you gauge? Wait, that's not homophobic. It's a fucking joke, you fucking idiot. What, like, why do you think that, like, do you seriously think I'm in the joke police? My sense of humor has barely changed from when I was, like, fucking center-right way back in the day. Like, I used to be center-right, and I had the same shit sets of humor back then that I do now. Like, all my opinions have changed, basically. But not all of them. But, like, a lot of them have changed over the years. But I still, fundamentally, in a sense, am, like, the same person, right? So I didn't lose that side of me. I still have an edgy ass sense of humor, okay? I don't care. Like, I still, stop listening to the trolls, listen to me. Ooh, you shall listen to the puppy, sorry. Don't worry about it. Not just a one time. She kept doing it until lyrics, quote, debate. What, like, okay, after a certain point, though, it's like, if she's mentally ill, right? It's like, yeah, it's still a bad thing, but that's context that matters, right? Like, it's like, okay, if you're so mentally ill that you have mental breakdowns on your public platform constantly, which at the time she was, then there's more to it than just, oh, you did a bad thing, and then that's the entire story, right? There's more to it than that. Can we make fun of you trying that god-awful blur filter? Shut up! I was just saying, you know, this is like, whatever. I'm gonna turn it on out of spite now. Fuck you. There we go. Fuck you. I'm doing it out of spite. When I get mad, I be a racist all the time. Look, I don't think that she's ideologically racist, though. Like, I've said this like a trillion times, and I'll say it again, because I still stand by it, right? Calling somebody a slur does not... it doesn't necessarily mean that you're ideologically against an entire group of people, right? She was literally just saying the worst thing she could think of in her head, right? Don't care. I mean, unironically, that is the position of a lot of people, is they just don't care. I don't know. It's like, yeah, okay, she said bad things before. I don't fucking care. Jalen removed BLM from her bio on Twitter after having beef with the black. Okay, if she did that, I feel like she would do that as like a troll. You have to keep in mind that she does troll people sometimes. Like, let's be real. Alright? If she did that, that's actually pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm guessing that would be after the whole, you know, fucking, N-word debacle. Like, if she did that after that, that's actually pretty funny. Like, after people were like, oh, you're racist. And she's like, it's just like, fuck. And just removes it. I could see her doing that to be funny. I don't know. Or maybe she just changed her fucking bio. I don't... Like, either way, I don't see an issue. I think that that's pretty clever if she did that, though. If she's like... Because I don't think that she... Because you have to keep in mind that she's ideologically aligned with basically most of the things I believe, right? She's a leftist, right? In terms of what she believes. So I don't think she would remove that for ideological reasons, right? I don't think that she would suddenly be against BLM or whatever because she beefed with a black YouTuber. I could only see her doing that as like a joke. Just to like fuck with people. All of your excuses to that are those are jokes, but if someone else did it, wouldn't it be... No, it would be a joke if somebody else did it. Now, if somebody else did something else that isn't a joke, then maybe that wouldn't be a joke. But, no, you're wrong. I like... How are your morals this... They're not all over this place! I have consistently been against people policing humor and dictating what kinds of jokes are and aren't allowed. I've always fucking hated people that are of this mindset that, oh yeah, in order to be a leftist, you're not allowed to have a fucking sense of humor, and we have to act as the fun police. No! Fuck that! That is stupid! That is retarded! Why would anyone ever preach that? The left is never gonna win if we're the fun police, okay? I am the antithesis of that. Fuck that shit, alright? Fuck all of that, alright? I don't wanna hear that shit, alright? Fuck that. You can make the jokes as edgy as possible, alright? I don't fucking care. Even if it's all edge, no point. I don't fucking care. The only criticism would be, it's all edge, no point, therefore it's unfunny. But that would be more of a criticism of, oh, your joke is unfunny, than, oh no, it was too offensive, it hurt my feelings, right? Like, fuck that, Alright? I'm not, like, the idea that the left, the left is never gonna win because they have insane opinions just like the right. No, the left is not the same as the right. What insane opinions do I hold? Femyoz, I literally asked about your opinion on a trans person being transphobic. No, Jalen was not being transphobic, you dumb piece of shit. Making a joke about trans people is not automatically transphobic, okay? To be transphobic would mean that you are actually against trans people. You fucking idiot. Like, you're actually so stupid. But yeah, Jalen feels fake, doubt she believes anything. She's trans and she's affected, so she speaks about it. Anything else feels like bullet points. Cringe Jalen. For example, I have a friend who drops ironic, homophobic, and misogynist jokes. In a Discord we share, it's funny because they consistently exhibit beliefs that are the opposite of that. Yeah, exactly. But also at the same time, I don't think that Jalen is fake. Now, it could be the case that her being trans has, like, led her to realizing that leftist positions are the correct ones. But, like, you know, I don't know. Like, she genuinely believes what she says. This person, you fucking idiot. It was not at a trans person. You are dumb. You are actually so stupid. She did not say that to a trans person. You are a fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. Okay, can you give me an example of how the left is bad? Oh my god. Yeah, it's like disaster stream. You guys are making it a disaster, but I'm here for it, alright? Femyoz, do you think you are broken? What the fuck does that mean? Bulls is a troll, bruh. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that that's the case. There's no way that they're not. I try to act like, okay, anything somebody says is, like, probably real, but it's like, if you're Robin or Bulls, it's like, you get to a point where it's like, okay, they're trolling, there's no fucking way they're not, alright? Like, real talk, if you think all Jalen's friends are just yes men and don't constantly criticize her to her face and try to keep her from spiraling, you're retarded. Yeah, exactly. Like, I constantly, I've said, fuck, Jalen does the same thing for me as well. Like, Jalen is literally, like, Jalen isn't unself-aware, that's the thing. Like, self-awareness does not automatically mean, like, you can, like, just, to have poor self-control does not necessitate poor self-awareness, right? You can have self-awareness without self-control, right? And that's sort of what Jalen deals with, right? She's self-aware, and she's getting better about having self-control, right? But she still struggles with that a little bit, right? Instead of defending... Okay, but when people make bad arguments against Jalen, then I am going to argue against the bad arguments. You fucking idiot. Or people blowing shit out of proportion. Right? Like, you realize that I can talk to her in private. I don't need to publicly disavow every single thing she's ever done that's, like, vaguely bad, possibly. Right? I can have these discussions in a more nuanced way with her in private. Right? Hell, she's done the same thing with me. She has literally given me advice on how to basically avoid making the same fucking mistakes she's made. Right? She doesn't want to see me go down the same fucking path of self-destruction that she's gone down, right? So, again, I do think that she's genuine in the things that she says most of the time. Now, if she's having a mental breakdown, then she's gonna say things she doesn't mean, potentially, but still. The issue about Jalen sometimes is she's impulsive. I agree. You needed advice from her. Okay. You do realize that some people that give good advice are terrible at following advice, okay? I am one of them, okay? I give the best fucking advice imaginable, okay? But I'm terrible at following my own advice, alright? It's a thing in the black community, refers to the theory that black gay men are just that way because the white man is trying to groom them into it through prison culture. Wait, what? What? Aren't most of us impulsive in some way? Yeah, but Jalen takes it to a whole another level. She's more impulsive than most people. So am I, to be completely honest. Like, I'm very impulsive, if I'm gonna be real. So, but there are things I need to try to avoid. It's like, I just do stuff, right? But that's why I've been in so much controversies, because I just do stuff. All the real Femyozes don't want to see you self-destruct. We just want to see you meme and say the funnies. True. True. But sometimes when I'm memeing and saying the funnies, people take it so seriously. I really hate how commentators shit on her and showcase her having mental breakdowns and mock and misgender her and then turn around and act like they've been nothing but nice. Yeah, that's like exactly. It's like, on one hand, they'll be fucking terrible to her, like, unambiguously, and then they'll be like, yeah, we tried giving her advice, and we were all being nice and supportive, but she just kept doing too much bad stuff, and, you know, she's just such a bad person that there's, like, nothing we could do about it. It's like, shut the fuck up! Jalen is spending 8K or 3K a month on what? What are you talking about? Jalen literally talks shit about everyone on private? No, she doesn't. Alright, you're trolling. Because obviously I know more about her than you. In terms of how she acts in private. But okay. Jalen's spending habits are really bad. Is that public info? Aside from, like, the 20K thing. I don't think that our spending habits are meant to be public info. They shouldn't be. Like when Jalen said Optimus is someone I look up to, but on Discord Jalen was talking shit about him. No, Optimus was somebody she used to look up to. But then Optimus was talking shit about her and, like, made a video on her, and then she's like, wow, I looked up to you. What the fuck? You know? Now she doesn't look up to him. I can send you the stream. All of Jalen's messages were leaked onto... Wait, what the fuck? Alright, if her messages were leaked, I'm not gonna show that. I'm not reading leaked DMs. Fuck you. I'm not gonna be a cringe A-logger. Alright. Talk about it on... That feels so invasive. Like, as somebody that's friends with her, that just feels so shitty. Like, if it's leaked and it's not meant to be public, like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna talk about it unless everyone else is talking about it, alright? If people make videos on it, you know what, maybe I should look into it just because people probably are gonna talk about it, but one thing I can think about is Jalen, is she was on an arc of flip-flopping on... How was she flip-flopping? I'm so confused. Because Keffals dead named her, plus the whole Destiny door. Yeah, I don't know. I think... Look, I have mixed feelings about Keffals, alright? And it's because I don't know... Like, I know she exists, and at the same time, she probably doesn't like me, probably, but maybe she does, but she probably doesn't, because she probably thinks that I'm, like, extremely, like, mentally ill and fucking insane, and then also, there's, like, other reasons, maybe, and also I was removed from the group chat, and it's like, and I asked her, and then she didn't respond, and it's like, okay, do you do that to somebody that you don't dislike? It's like, okay, maybe she's just bad at responding, but she never responded to that, and it's like, what did I do? I was very upset by that. That was like, man, it's like, god damn it. It's like, man, I look up to somebody, I think they're cool and that they're doing something good, and it's like and it's like they like add me to a commentary group chat, they recognize me, they say, yeah, you know, you make good shit or whatever, or you know, good stream, and then it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's so I have mixed feelings. I don't know. Funny how Jalen was a Leafy fan and his humor, but as soon as, yeah, no, it was just a single trans joke. Yeah, no, just a single one, just one single. Also, to be fair, I think that the reason why she stopped being a Leafy fan was probably more similar to the reason I stopped being a Leafy fan, which was ages ago, right? It's the reasoning laid out in the fucking iDubbbz content comp, right? I don't think she was flip-flopping. She's just changed her opinion on the end of that whole drama. Yeah, like, you can change your opinions without it being a flip-flopper. Like, you can just change over time when you see new evidence, right? Like, I don't know. People have said I'm a flip-flopper with the Natty Forsyth stuff. Because it's like, oh, I've disavowed some of the things she said or did while saying that, okay, but also this is a bad argument against her, and also she's not actually a pedophile. She's just a fucking degen weirdo. Right? Like, he was also using her to make more memes. Had no problem with Leafy antis. Wait, but like, I don't think it was just about the humor, though. Like, I don't know. I don't think that Jalen was a fan of Leafy regardless. I mean, she was, but that was ages ago. You condemn yandere dev behavior, but okay, yeah, you're trolling. There's no fucking way. Ah, yes, because grooming a 9-year-old for an extended period of the time is the same as sending gore on a Discord server that has a few minors in it. Okay. If Leafy wasn't homophobic / transphobic, a lot of people would still like him. I maybe. I don't know. Okay, here's the thing though. I don't dislike him anymore based on the trans stuff. I think that that's a weak argument against him because he's trying to say things that are hyperbolic and inflammatory. Like, that's his whole fucking shtick or whatever. Regardless of whether or not it has harmful outcomes, he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't actually believe any of the things he's saying. So all we can do is, like, make fun of him, right? And you know what? I would make fun of him anyways, right? Even without the trans stuff. Right? It's like he's still worthy of being made fun of. You want me to send the stream about... No, I don't want... I'm not going to say I don't care about Jalen's spending habits, because obviously I care about her well-being, but this isn't something that should be YouTube drama. What cover-up you use? What do you mean? Natty asked for news. You mean somebody that she thought was this, like, around the same age as her because she didn't verify the age? Oh, makeup wise. I don't do makeup. Yeah, I just have good lighting. I have good lighting and a good camera. That's sort of what it boils down to. I guess yeah, because you can't really see any of the imperfections. I guess if you if I turn off the if I turn off video noise removal, which just makes it look less grainy, I guess, by a tiny bit. Hold on. You could see, actually, yeah, you can't really see much of a difference. To be completely honest, you can sort of see that, like, okay, my skin is actually not perfect. It doesn't even have makeup on it, alright? Leafy is an irrelevant low-T loser, true. It's not because of the trans stuff, that's the thing. I just think he's a fucking, I don't know, he's just, like, not very funny in general. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with it being about trans people. Like, he wasn't funny before he had his transphobia arc or whatever the fuck. Like, I still thought he was overrated. Leafy could have been saved by estrogen, true. Wait, you realize I can agree that, yeah, it's the adult responsibility to check the age while still agreeing that there's nuance to the situation. And if she genuinely thought that she was talking to another adult, and then that's what she was basing it off of, even though it was faulty information, that, yeah, okay, maybe she was in the wrong for not checking the age, but again, to frame it as, oh yeah, she knowingly sent nudes to a minor is dishonest. Or to frame it as she asked for nudes from a minor knowingly is dishonest. He's spouting diet Nazi shit and it's still not enough to grab people's attention. Yeah, because he's fucking boring. It's like, he's so bad at trolling. That's the thing. Like, he's not good at it. Like, I'm good at saying inflammatory shit. He went from edgy humor to endorsing Nick Fuentes. There's a difference, I think. Yeah, that's true. IDK if he does photoshopping his thumbnails, but looks like he used Remini or some other AI upscaler. Who, me? Yeah, I do that. I do upscale stuff with Remini. Yeah, so you are right. Good observation. I'm only being argumentative, kind of, because I have a pet peeve of queer people only caring about things when it only includes them. See, but I don't actually care about Leafy no matter what. I just think he's fun to make fun of, no matter what he says about gay people. Now, if he was, like, pro-gay, and he was like, yeah, I love the trans people, and I love the Jews, like, then it's like, okay, maybe that would actually be based, right? Because he wouldn't be trying to do that for, like, attention. Actually, at this point, he would, because it's like, it would be such a weird 180 that it's like, okay, I already pissed off this crowd, now they don't care no matter what I say, so now I gotta piss off the other side. I think he should do that. That would actually be pretty good. He's trying so hard to be Mr. Medicare without humor or charm. I don't know too much about Mr. Medicare. Other thing is, I feel like Leafy wasn't homophobic or racist back in the day. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he really cared about politics back then, and I don't even think he cares about I think he's just in it for the money at this point. I think the only thing he wants is money to fund his drug addiction. And he's like, well, being a right-wing grifter is the way to do it. But he's, like, so dumb and bad at it that it's like all he can do is whatever. A lot of his fans were girls, lol. Like, he criticized that Hitler girl. Yeah, I don't think he would criticize Hitler girl today. I don't think, if I'm going to be completely honest, I don't think he would do something like that. Because he wouldn't want to disappoint the groypers in his audience. A lot of his fans were girls, though. Not anymore, based on the way he looks now. It's like, goddamn, he went from kind of cute twink to inbred gorilla. Like, what the fuck? Plus, lots of Leafy fans turned out a little fruity. True. That is very true. Alright, we gotta finish the video, if nothing else.
You get, and I think especially sometimes, you get into this mindset where when you are, like, the main character, you want to defend yourself and you want to stick with people who are defending you. And a lot of times that makes the situation a lot worse.
Twink death hit Leafy like a metro train, true.
Worse. Like, think what happened to...
Let's go stream on Derailed. You guys are gonna derail it.
Anna Kasparian, right?
Just kidding.
Where she got dragged through the mud, and then she ended up boosting a bunch of people who were center-right or just, like, actual conservatives. And it just made people even more mad. And I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of that was just her doing it out of the fact that it fucking sucks being dragged. And she just dug her feet in. And this isn't even me, like, trying to defend her. I just understand what it's like being in that circumstance and making a whole bunch of bad decisions as a result of it. So sometimes you're
Yeah, I feel like most content creators that have been canceled or that are widely hated understand this. Fuck, I understand this. Are you not going to read DMs? I don't care.
impulses to hold on to the few close connections and people you feel you can trust because you know what it's like to get shit, but sometimes that defensiveness can be to a fault. Like normal friend defensiveness plus histories being harassed, shared trauma, stuff like that. I sometimes, yeah, I think everyone's like that actually. I think that everyone is more defensive of their friends and they're more willing to.
I know what some of you guys are going to say. Fuck all of you if you say that. If you apply this to me, I fucking hate all of you. All right.
To make excuses for their friends. And I wanted to be able to criticize my friends when they fuck up. Because I do think that Brianna fucked up. And I feel like unless I would be willing to admit that, I would be a hypocrite. Though I did
based Keffals.
say that someone said that it was weird that I have empathy for the person who did harm, but not really talking about the person it harmed. But the person in this circumstance that did harm was the person who leaked the group chat in the first place, because it put all of those hurtful words directly into the line of sight of the people that were being talked about. And up until then, there was no...
To be fair, if someone was talking shit about me, I'd also want to know. Alright? Like, what the fuck? If people are talking shit, but they can't do it to my face, I think it's good if DMs like that get leaked, alright? Fuck anybody that talks shit about me behind my back, alright? Say it to my face. Fucking debate me, if that's what you need to do.
No harm, because it was a private group chat. She was still fucking shitty for saying those things in the group chat, but the person who leaked the group chat in the first place...
Didn't leak it publicly, though? I don't know.
Is the person who did harm in this circumstance. And I don't even know...
Just leak it to the person in question? Yeah, but she was saying that the reason it was bad or harmful is because it harmed the people in question, right? That's what I was arguing against. I don't see the issue with leaking it publicly.
Who it was. Yeah. Leaking the chat instead of speaking up and challenging.
I mean, if it was personal DMs, that'd be different. But if it's a group chat, I feel like leaking something from a group chat isn't as big of a deal.
Is the worst action in this? Well, here's the thing. We don't actually know who leaked it or what their motivation was from leaking it.
This is the one point I disagree with her on. Yeah, I don't know.
I would like to know why that happened. Like, why...
Femyoz people don't want to talk to you because you might die. Oh yeah, I am an evil, masterminded doxer. Yeah, that is true. I'm so good at that. I find all the informations.
The person leaked it? Was it just chaos? Was...
My top 5 YouTube channels are Stampy Longhead, IBX Toycat, TSH Bros, Discover the Bizarre, and number 1, Femyoz. Well, that's pretty damn based. Hell yeah. Also, I'm glad you included IBX Toycat. Because, yes, he's awesome. I love that man. Best Minecraft YouTuber, by far.
Is it out of, like, a political disagreement? I actually don't know. I was hoping that I made the correct call and personally holding back from giving you negative feedback. Now I have no doubt. I'm glad you offered this clarification because I know you do care about the trans community. I do feel Brianna Wu's statements are evidence of a transphobic mindset. I hope that changes. I am disappointed, but I just want to see her get better. I don't want to like completely fucking drag her when I know that she feels really bad about all of this. I hope that there are more...
Yeah, I don't like the idea of, like, okay, dragging somebody because they said something fucked up, right? And just, like, making it drag on and on, right? Making it into a bigger deal than it actually is, right? It's like a one-liner that somebody says that's considered problematic will turn into this huge fucking controversy. And it's like, I said it like a single sentence. Like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? IBX Toycat knows who you are now. Wait, what? No, he wouldn't know who I am. Well, actually, IBX Toycat might recognize my name because I've been kind of, because I've commented on a lot of his videos, and he actually noticed during one of his live streams when I was saying stuff. He's like, "Oh yeah, aren't you the guy that like comments stuff on like all my old Let's Plays?" And I'm like, "Yes, I actually am." So yeah. So he knows I exist. And also, I'm the reason why he has a desert world made out of crafting tables in his Let's Play world, alright? I may have some bad spending habits sometimes, but that was the best $25 I've ever spent. Femyoz admitted to watching porn at 10 years old. Yeah, what about it? Who fucking cares?
Positive conversations that can come out of this, and I know
I just wonder how you were gonna name the timestamp of this stream. I might not even add timestamps. This is such a shit show. I can't. It's too disorganized. Title update 13. Nice.
that if any of the people who were talked about who
I think there's a difference between like leaking stuff from you or a random group chat and leaking stuff from someone who ran from Congress. I don't know. I think everybody should be held to the same standard, right? I don't think that you get special privileges if you're a congresswoman or whatever. Someone mentioned Femyoz watched porn when they were... I mean, that's when I discovered it, yeah. No, they're saying I was 10 years old when I started watching porn. I don't even watch it anymore, that's the thing. I don't know, I just don't... whatever. You would think that somebody like me that's a degen would watch it 24/7. So it's surprising that I don't. Same responded to me in a live stream as well. And seriously, lol, yeah. I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah. If you fall for this... I swear. Wait, what?
feel hurt by the things that she said.
Yeah. Yeah. That's... I misread that at first, too, and I'm like, oh, wait, no. When I was 10. It's like, okay, yeah. HRT kills the will to watch prawn even when you're horny. Yeah, prawn doesn't really do it for me. You know what I mean? It's like, I get horny in a different way now. But, like, okay, prawn doesn't do it, but, like, if somebody's, like, when... Actually, no, that's personal. Never mind.
Said, I'm pretty sure she would be willing to have those conversations. That is one thing I will say that I really
If it was DMs, I'd agree, but this is a large group chat. Yeah, exactly.
like, is that she's willing to have those conversations. No one has to like her or trust her. That's definitely not something that I am trying to say right now. You can absolutely criticize her. You can be part of this community and criticize her.
Girl horny is less like feeling urges and more like yearning and pining. True. Yeah, girl horny is so different. I swear to fucking God. It's like more wholesome, too. Because it's like, oh wow. You're like not like you're not nearly as much of a degen. Are you a zoo? What? Thinking shit anonymously is cringe? Well, I don't know. It depends. If it's from a group chat, though, I don't fucking... At least own up to it. Okay, yeah, I agree with that, right? But maybe it's because they want to stay in the group chat so that if more shit gets said, they can leak more of it. That could be the case. I don't think being horny is wholesome. No, but I mean, like, as in, like, you actually are... I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm just demisexual. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, if I'm like horny, it's because I actually want to have like some sort of like actual like connection with somebody. Like, I don't know. Whereas like before, it was just I'm horny because I'm horny. You know what I mean? I'm just horny for the sake of it. I don't know how else to describe it. But it's like I actually have to like it has to be more than just like, here is horny stuff. I'm horny when I want to fuck your mom. Say boy removal gets... Also, erotica writing. Yes. It hits different now. What the fuck? That's something I've also noticed. Like, what the fuck? It's hard to describe. Yeah. I'm doing a shit job describing it. I guess wholesome would be the wrong word. I don't... Not whole... But, like, you get what I mean, right? It's, like, less... It's less degen. You know what I mean? It's, like, less degen shit. Just ever so slightly. I mean, it's degen, but it's like in a different way. Like, I'm a degen in a different way, but like not nearly as much as well. It means you want more than just sex. You want a connection? Yeah. I was like, sex isn't gonna do it for me. I'm sorry. Wouldn't that just be romantic? No, because I also do want sex, but like I also want more than that. And vice versa. I do want, you know, romantic attention, but I also want sex. Yeah, girl horny is a lot more about love and caring and comfort. Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to say. Erotica hits a lot harder on E. Yeah, oh my god. It does. It literally does. It's like, god damn. It's like, I did not feel that way about it before. But, alright, anyways, let's finish the video.
Her as well. But all I would ask is that the criticisms that you make of her should be coming from a place of wanting to see her do better instead of wanting to excise her from any online progressive space. That's all I want to see. I just want to see her actually come out of this realizing how she hurt people and wanting to do better. And from what I've seen, at least talking to her one-on-one, I'm pretty sure she realizes that she did hurt people. But it's really hard having these sort of conversations because so many people got hurt and because there is an incentive in order to attack people and not
Why is her audio so out of sync? This is bothering me.
try and mend bridges, which is something that, like, going over the Noodlegate article, I can very much sympathize with. Like, I in the
Alright, it seems like she's just talking about it and giving her opinion. I think someone said Demon, I think Olivia Bean said that Demon Mama did a good job covering it. So I'd like to see what she has to say. I think she's like me, where she puts timestamps in the description. Oh my god, this is long. Talking with chat about the situation, transmedicalism. Alright, and then this is just like other stuff. Okay. Talking with chat about the situation. I want to see what... You know what, let's just start from the... We're not going to watch the whole thing. Alright?
My lovely, lovely imps. I've been doing a really good job lately, but especially this year, at completely avoiding the extremely stupid drama, the hurtful, pointless crap that exists.
That's what I've been trying to do very recently. Very, very, very recently. As in, like, within a week.
Online. And I've also been taking a lot of effort.
Femyoz, might I send a DM? Yeah, go for it.
That when I do engage with it, that I try to engage with it in the most productive and beneficial manner possible. Like, for example, you guys will know that I ended up sort of getting in between this big fight between a couple of video essayists and a couple of streamers. Specifically, it was a small essayist who made a pretty fiery essay named Soul Bunny, and Keffals and Shark300, who are streamers that some of you are familiar with. And when I stepped into that, I felt like shit the entire time, but I did my best to try and give people a way to process it, to work through it, and stop the madness and the blood and the pain, because a lot of people
gotta go to sleep, so I'm gonna say goodnight, Femyoz. Sweet dreams, beautiful. I'll try to catch you soon. Good night, Nifty Narfy, and I hope you enjoyed your stay. If not, well, that would be strange, because it seems like you did. So, yeah. Have a good night and get some good sleep, alright? You better get some good sleep, or else I'm gonna be very angry, alright? No pressure, though.
People were seriously getting hurt. And if you don't believe me about that, you should watch my conversation that I had with Shark300, where he talks about how the treatment that he received seriously bothered him. Yeah. So, but today I find myself pulled into drama in a very weird way. And this drama is also of a different form, because not only does it directly involve me and my partner Doe, but it also involves a fairly influential or at least self-styled influential political activist, a political operative in the
How to respond more on Discord? I don't wanna. I'm sorry.
spaces by the name of Brianna Wu. Some of you are familiar with Brianna Wu. Brianna Wu has, in the last few months, taken an interest in streaming spaces and has befriended, in some way or another, a lot of people in these streaming spaces. She is the leader of a political action committee that some people are familiar with, known as Rebellion PAC. And she's fairly well connected on the Democrat side of the world.
All right, Robin. All right, you've regained some street cred. All right, sending me the Femboy Tom video is based as hell. All right, I'll give you that. FYI, Demon Mama is trans. Any self-evident? Yeah, she is. And the other thing, on in my Discord DMs, so is that Hunter Avalon's sister? Yeah, it's definitely Hunter Avalon's sister. I don't know if you want me to read the message you sent, the thing about pronouns. So I'm not gonna read it unless you say it's okay. Damn. Anyways.
World. And this last week, while I was out and about, some leaks from Brianna Wu's group chat.
Don't read anything on stream, bruh? Alright, I won't.
Surfaced. And we're going to talk about those. But let's just say.
I guess homeschooling doesn't work on cows. Alright, you're timed out. Like, talk shit about me, but like, saying shit like that about other people is kind of fucked. Time out. Bye-bye. Alright, anyways, smash like. Alright.
That, they were, gross, pathetic, hurtful, arguably, deranged? Is that a good way to put these things? And as a result, they have traveled farther than most things of this type. Usually when someone's group chat gets leaked, it causes very minor back and forth drama between, oh, I can't believe that you said you don't like me, or whatever.
Literally me?
But this goes a little further than that, and I'm gonna show you why that's the case. Because, again...
How is that hypocritical? Like, if you're, okay, look, if you're making a joke about me, I think it's fine, right? But if you're just, like, insulting somebody, that's, like, less of a joke, and it's more of just insulting somebody. But, like, it's, like, that they don't know anything about, that did nothing to them. It's, like, I don't know.
Brianna Wu is not just some random streamer or some random person on Twitter.
I feel like there's a difference between, I don't know, insulting somebody is different from, like, just making it, like, a simple joke, right? But, like, I don't know.
But Brianna Wu was in this group chat, and you're going to see why even being in the group chat has really bothered a lot of people. On her official...
Being in the group chat bothered people? That's stupid.
Executive director of the Political Action Committee Rebellion PAC account. And also, this drama somehow ended up directly involving my partner, Doe.
Yeah, I wonder how that even happened.
Those of you who've been with my community for a long time know that Doe was the target of a absolutely deranged hate campaign.
Making jokes about trans people, like, Jalen making jokes about trans people is a lot different from somebody just, like, straight up saying, like, rude shit about somebody that did nothing to them. It's like, again, there's a time and a place for, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but it's like, okay, at some point, it's like, okay, I don't know, I just don't want, I don't know. I just want, like, if people are gonna like say shit, I'd rather they say it about me, right? I don't want Demon Mama to be getting hate on my fucking streams. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. All right. Anyways,
and one that has not stopped ever, though it is not quite as intense as it used to be. Doe has been subject to multiple manifestos being written about Doe, and accusations of crimes, false accusations, I should be clear, that are just so out of the realm of reality. And of course, an inundation of death threats. I have seen so many death threats.
just a dumb joke. Honestly, I think the insult to Demon Mama was just too banal and boring for Femyoz. Yeah, like if you're gonna be like, look, if you're gonna insult somebody other than me, you gotta be a little bit more creative, right? It's like, I don't know. I just don't want this channel to become like a cesspool. You know what I mean? It's like it's already done. Like I've already had that arc. Your favorite A-Log has arrived. Oh my god, is that my favorite A-Log razor blade popsicles? No way. That's crazy.
Sent at Doe. Now, I also have been harassed an insane amount. But, and this is not to downplay anything, because I've talked at great length about the things that I've been through as a content creator, specifically at the hands of certain content creators in this space, who I think behave in incredibly unhealthy, deranged, and outright malignant and antisocial ways. But Doe isn't even a content creator. Doe hasn't.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot different when we're dealing with people that aren't content creators, because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, so you're going out of your way to talk shit about somebody that's not a public figure, that doesn't want to be in the spotlight, that doesn't want anything to do with that. I don't know. I just see that as like a weird. I think Doe is a streamer, maybe, but was and is are completely different. Maybe it used to be a streamer and not anymore because, you know, I don't know. They maybe it's the case that someone might want to be a streamer at one point and then they don't want to be a public figure anymore. It's called the okay, but like, okay, here's the thing, right? I don't know. I just think, yeah, but like, okay, Rustlad. Okay, if you're gonna insult somebody, one, be more creative. Two, insult somebody that like actually deserves it, or me. Okay, I don't know. I just there's just like nothing. Like there's just nothing there. It's just okay. You're just like making chat vaguely worse. You know what I mean? Its pronouns are weird to use. Yeah, I'm struggling. It's difficult.
Streamed for a long time.
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't maybe I shouldn't have timed you out for that. I don't know.
And its stream was always, you know, fairly cozy and small. And it's really weird. And the way that Doe engages with other people is not even mean. At the worst, what Doe will say to somebody.
I will never use it. It's pronouns. I mean, I personally don't get it, but like, I'd rather, like, I'll be respectful.
Is, I think you're stupid because of this political opinion that you heinously hold. That is the worst I've ever seen it say. Okay?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see the issue. I don't care. TBH, I'll just use whatever makes someone happy. Yeah, like, I don't see a need to go beyond they, them pronouns, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not gonna, like, go out of my way to disrespect somebody that uses something else, right? Like, I don't know. I'm, like, yeah, no, yeah, frog pronouns, I don't, that's just, like, a bit, that's out there. That's something that I might, I don't know. It's is worse than this. So yeah, I don't know. You support now. Oh my god. I'm not even gonna take people like you seriously anymore. Holy shit. Someone with its pronouns thinks using they them instead. They are retarded? Wait, what? Huh? Okay. The worst pronouns are dream gender pronouns. Okay, true. If you go by dream self, that's where I draw the line, alright? If Femyoz is National Socialism. Well, I think socialism is good. I don't think National Socialism is good. I think libertarian socialism is where it's at. Alright? I think it's just... Look, I don't know. I'm not here to... Oh my god. I don't know. I just don't care enough to die on that hill at all. Alright? I'm too lazy. I've already been canceled by the right. Okay, I don't need to be canceled by the left as well, alright?
Now, my partner, Doe, uses it/its pronouns. And that you're going to see that that's somewhat central to this whole thing.
Like, I'm sorry, but can I just not care?
Okay?
Femyoz, you're too stupid to be canceled. Yeah, you might be right.
Has Doe streamed after its debate with RGR? No. And Doe showed up on it, was in...
Doe's most famous debate is against RGR, in which RGR tried to say she's a pedo enabler and did such a bad job in most of her own audience. Abandon her? Jeez.
Invited to a panel on political violence and used my stream setup for that, but didn't stream on its own platform or anything. Doe is more... And by the way, before that debate, Doe had barely streamed at all. Doe had moved on to other things. Yeah. And of course, if...
Also, if you don't want to talk about Natty, don't talk or mention Natty, period. Well, usually I don't. Other people bring it up first a lot of the time. Generally, I don't care either, but if Demon Mama are gonna... People like Demon Mama are gonna grandstand about it, I think that that's super cringe. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think being cringe is like the end of the world. You know what I mean?
If any of you know what I'm talking about when we say the RGR debate.
I think it's good to listen to multiple perspectives, even if you think that one perspective, like, again, this is cringe is not like a good counter argument, right? Like, that's just counterproductive, right? I'd rather like actually engage in like a nuanced debate, right? I don't know. I don't have an issue with Demon Mama.
If any of you know that, you know how psychotic a situation that was. For those...
Ichido is probably further right than Augie. Augie genders trans people correctly. Oh, I agree. Yeah, fuck Ichido. Augie is stupid, but like I don't know. He's only insufferable sometimes. Alright? But Ichido is so mediocre in every possible way. And he has like the most... All of his takes are either extremely boring or complete dog shit. It's like, I find that so insufferable. Like, to me, that's just, like, if that's you, you're fucking insufferable. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's why I hate Ichido, is he's boring and he has bad opinions. Those two things combined with each other will get me to fucking hate you, alright? So if you want to know how do I get Femyoz to hate me, step-by-step tutorial, that's fucking how. Demon Mama is the same person who cried about a recount after losing to Destiny on a debate panel. Didn't matter at all. I don't know. I didn't see that. Making 41 comments. Well, the 41 comments thing was for shock value, but okay.
Those who aren't familiar with it, a content creator who used to exist in these spaces by the name of RG...
Death threats. Well, nobody was threatened. But okay. Oh no, I made too many edgy jokes. Like, shut the fuck up. No one cares. Like, grow a fucking spine. Augie is held back by Nick, Tom, and Boblax. Without them, he'd be a second cap. I don't... Oh, God. Also, Leafy is not... Dude, I'm sorry, but Leafy is overrated as shit. Alright? I'ma be real. Like, he never was anything spectacular. He was never that funny. He just said the same shit over and over again. It's like, okay, jeez. And before complaining about Demon Mama being aggressive as fuck back then people complain about Demon Mama going less harsh on others. Yeah, it's like there's no winning. There's no winning. Like, I could understand complaining about, like, me being too mean or whatever, maybe, kind of. I mean, not really, but whatever. Ichido was at least less mediocre than Leafy. I mean, compared to the way people perceive him, I mean, I guess there's a wider gap in the extent to which they are mediocre versus revered as a god or whatever the fuck. But in terms of, like isolated from all that shit, like, Ichido's more mediocre. I'm sorry. Like, Ichido was, like, too much of a bitch to, like, at least say, like, out there shit the same way Leafy does. Like, he would never. You are doing more harm than Ichido. How am I doing harm? Please tell me. Even Leafy clones are better than Leafy, even the kind of shit ones. At least he doesn't dox. Oh yeah. So you're still mad about this one time that I already disavowed, where I leaked somebody's face, where actually they leaked it, but then I blurred it because they leaked it on a stream, but then I unblurred it out of spite after they nuked my server so that I could roast them, and then I re-blurred it and then apologized and deleted that stream because it was fucked up that I did that. So no, I like this is Ichido actually leaks your DMs? Okay. That's cool, I guess. I don't care. You threatened... Well, okay. Threatening threatening somebody that was threatening to take my channel down does not deserve an apology. Like, shut the fuck up. No one cares. Get off your high horse and stop morally grandstanding over fucking nothing. Femyoz? Only saying Ichido's bad because he made you look... No, even people... No, actually, it's the opposite. Because people that watched me debate Ichido, it was like me and Jalen versus Ichido and some other retards. It was like a 6v2, basically. And, essentially, that there were people that were, you know, like... That were surprised that I was somehow winning. They're like, how is Ichido losing to... Like, how is Ichido 6v1ing Femyoz and Jalen and losing? Like, what the fuck? So I'm proud of that still. Leafy deserves respect for just being OG. No, fuck that. I don't care. Regardless of quality, no, fuck that. I don't care if he's, like, been on the platform for a while or whatever the fuck before he got banned. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think he should have been banned from YouTube. But at the same time, that doesn't... I don't know. Leafy ain't even OG. Yeah, that's like... Oh, that would be like if I were to say, yeah, we should all have, like, so much respect for Fred because he's OG and the fucking annoying orange. Don't you dare disrespect Fred or the annoying orange because they're the real OGs. Yeah. Shouldn't have been banned from YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. If he doesn't Oh no, somebody threatened to get my channel taken down. There was one empty threat against another. Oh no, the fucking horror. Like, grow a pair of balls and stop bitching over a non-issue. You sound fucking retarded. Like, you're literally just morally grandstanding over nothing. It's like, imagine whining about a non-issue. Ichido just insults Femyoz, then when Femyoz makes an argument, he just plugs his ears and goes, la la la. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's a reason he won't debate me one-on-one. There's a reason. And then he said that he was going to, but he didn't want to talk about trans issues. And I'm like, okay. Thank you, super amazing stick boy, for the $3. This is what I'm talking about. I'm actually mutated cutie on and all. All I have to do is copy bulls. Why do you give people attention? It's easy. This easy. Shut the... Fuck you. Fuck you. Shut up. Because... Fuck you. God damn it. I mean, you do have a point, but at the same time... Come on. Debate Jim before he dies. Can I make fun of him for having cancer? Would that be too far? that would be too far, or are you saying yeses and I can make fun of him? She just said porn makes people trans and immediately refused to defend his point. That's true. I really wish I had a clip of that. I need to ask Jalen if she'll unprivate the stream. I hope she didn't delete it. I hope it's just privated. Jim doesn't care if you make fun of him? Alright, then bet. We want the Smash Femyoz Day. Debate me on why you won't Smash. Jim is actually fine with people calling him Medicare. Okay, that's actually fucking based. Alright, W Jim. He's a real one for that. It not being the joke police. LMFAO Ichido parroting the Michael Knowles ass shit. True. Okay, good. If he doesn't care, then that makes him based. Unlike Ichido, who's a cuck that gets mad because I made jokes about him, you know, getting caught on fire when he was ultimately fine afterwards. Jim is the one openly alright that you can't beat no matter what. It would be an experience. I think that if I worked on my optics a little bit and was like less all over the place, if you know what I mean, I feel like I would be able to beat him. Like, that's... I don't know. Because at the end of the day, the reason he would be considered unbeatable is for shit like, you know, shit like, I don't know, him... That makes even me say, okay, he's kind of real for that. You know what I mean? Jim is just diet flamenco. Nah, fuck flamenco. God damn. I think he has no filter. Yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe I need to not have a filter, but I already do that, and, like, it doesn't work. He's equal opportunity. That's good, at least. Yeah, I don't know. It's a joke, retardios. Oh, I can't tell anymore. I'm autistic as shit. Didn't Flamenco out himself as a fucking lolicon? Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, I forgot about that. You seen Jim's successor Pipkin Pippa? No, I haven't. I think you versus Ethan Ralph would be funny. I don't know anything about Ethan Ralph. Other than he's cringe, probably. But yeah, that probably would. See, that's the thing. If I can find a good way of combining the comedy side... Well, I already combine the comedy side of things with the debate side, but sometimes it, like, interferes. But I need to do it in a way that's more complimentary. In a way that makes my points look better, not worse. You know what I mean? Because sometimes any comedic element that I do... Actually, no, that's not true. I think a good example of me taking advantage of comedy was, like, in the second half of the Rose Malay debate, where I was just roasting the shit out of her. Like, I was roasting the fuck out of her. It was really funny. Only thing I agree with Femyoz is that fuck flamenco. Okay, based. Yeah, flamenco's a retard. The other thing you'll probably agree with me on is Michael Alberto is also a retard. Fuck that guy. He's a fucking retarded piece of shit. He's like whatever, like... He was like whatever, like... far right, like, a few months ago, and then it's like, oh yeah, now suddenly he's like far left. It's like, he's fucking grifting, and it's like, okay, does he act? It's like, okay, maybe he genuinely changed, but at the same time, it's like, but then his video about Nick Diorio was fucking awful. Like, that was like the worst video I've ever seen. Like, if even I'm defending a commentary YouTuber, you know you fucked up. With our idiots, Cheeto just makes himself look right. Femyoz makes some rational points, but shuts people off by being annoying. Yeah, I agree. I make good arguments, but sometimes I like... The fact that I make good arguments, and that I know I'm right, and that I know my arguments are better than the other person's arguments, makes me a little bit arrogant sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. I get a little bit cocky. And then I stop paying attention to the more rhetoric-based stuff. Going like Nick is like going after Keemstar. It doesn't doesn't ever do anything. Okay, I need to learn from these people. What the fuck do they do? What do they do that makes it that way? Ethan Ralph beats his wife, I'm pretty sure, but he also is cool with trannies now. So Ralph W. Yeah, alright, if Ethan Ralph is like pro-trans, then he's based. Ethan Ralph said he's cool with trannies now. And is allied with Salvo. Okay, that's kind of based. Rose Malay is so all over the... Fuck Rose Malay. Did you see Rose Malay was trying to get Brianna fired from her job? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen that, but I'm not surprised. Sounds like something she would do. It checks out. Yeah, no. Fuck Rose Malay. She's a fucking bitch. She's so dumb. Ralph is Nick Fuentes' arch nemesis, is he? Okay, that's kind of based. Fuck Nick Fuentes. Alright. I genuinely, I can't stay. Nick Fuentes is insufferable. I swear to fucking God. Like, there's some people I just can't fucking stand. Alright? It's for different reasons. Alright? Nick Fuentes is insufferable because he's just fucking retarded. Okay? Cheeto is insufferable because he's retarded. And he's kind of cucked out. And also, he's, like, you know, he's boring as shit. So, yeah. And then there's people like Michael Alberto, where it's like, okay, now he's more left-wing, but, like, at the same time, it's like, holy shit, his video on Nick Diorio was fucking awful. It's not like I'm, like, a huge Nick Diorio fan or whatever. It's, like, it's just the video was dog shit. It was awful. Left infighting shit? Yeah, maybe it's, like, the equivalent of, like the breadtube woke scold types versus debate bros, but it's the right-wing equivalent. If that, dude, oh my God, if that's a thing on the right, that's actually so fucking funny, and I want to know more about it. Holy shit. Nick Fuentes loves femboys and is, well, Nick Fuentes is not based. The only based thing about him is that he likes femboys. That's, like, the only good thing. She told me I'm appropriating her culture by being a femboy on estrogen. Yeah! Yeah, exactly. That's why I debated her. I did a debate on Rose Malay. Like, I think if you search Femyoz Rose Malay, like, it'll come up. I think. Hold on. Let me duplicate the tab. Hold on. Femyoz Rose Malay. Hold on, wait. Alright, one sec. Is it the first result? Yes, it is. It is the first result. It is the stream called Should I Be Allowed to Exist? Femboy debate with Rose Malay. Now, obviously you don't need to watch it to know I fucking won the debate, but, you know. I still recommend watching it. It's one of my favorite debates I've ever done. I'm also quite proud of it. I did a good job there. Also, Derails. Don't you mean Rails? You're making Nick looking like a clown is funny? True. You had Jim, Ralph, Andy, Sargon, Coach Red Pill just arguing with each other. Okay, I'd be rooting for Jim in that. He seems like the most funny. So, you know what? If he's like the funniest, and he's like a chaotic neutral / chaotic bad, depending on the day, I'd root for him, even though he's probably not the best person. It's like if it's against other right wingers, I don't know. Sector is surprisingly cool with Jalen. Like, some shit on her, but a lot are cool with her because she says the N-word and is hated by a commentary community. Okay, I wonder. That's really weird. Because they're cool with her because she says the... Okay, I wonder how they would feel about me. Because I've also said the N-word a few times, but, like, I say it sparingly, right? And tactically. So, I don't know. Like, I don't do it... Like, I never did it, like, as, like, an insult. You know what I mean? I never, like, yelled it as an insult. So maybe they would just think, oh, that's, like, the cucked out version of Jalen. I'll give you a W for taking L's without banning people off stream. Well, first of all, I'm not taking L's. And secondly, I don't know, I don't like banning people. I'd rather just it be a shit show. It's fun. Imagine thinking you use the N-word tactically. Well, yeah, I have. What about it? And honestly, I think it's also fine to say as a joke. Like, I'm not gonna be dishonest and lie about my position there. It's like, yeah, if you say it as a joke, why would I give a shit? I don't fucking care. I mean, I guess I've said, yeah, I guess I've said the soft A is like a joke a few times. I'll admit it. I don't fucking care. It's like a non-issue. Like, it's like people that care about shit like that are like so cucked out. Say it right now. Okay, I'm trying to be on YouTube's good side so that I get remonetized. Alright? If I ever stream on Kick, though, or Rumble, then I'm gonna say it a fuck ton, alright? Just to get out of my system, alright? Yeah, we can say it in Discord. Yeah, it's like, it's like, usually if I say it, it's on Discord. You know? And word in general is a tactical error? I disagree. I don't know. Honestly, if you say it as, like, a joke, but then your positions are left-wing, you can actually convince, like, right-wing edgelords to move to the left. Unironically. I mean, in a way, that's, like... I don't know. I guess that's not how I moved to the left, but it would have moved me to the left a lot sooner. Like, I wish there was, like, someone exactly like me on the platform earlier. You know what I mean? You don't have a say in it, though? Yeah, I do. The validity of my opinion is not contingent upon the color of my skin. Like, shut the fuck up. It's a slur. Yeah, but you wouldn't be saying that if I was black. Like, shut the fuck up. Alright? Now, obviously, skin color can act as context, right? So, obviously, if a black person says it, you can know with some level of certainty, okay, they're probably not saying it because they hate black people. Because usually black people don't hate black people, right? So, you know, but if you're saying it is an insult, then that's bad, right? The context matters, right? But if you read Huckleberry Finn out loud, that's not a big deal. If you say the N-word the way iDubbbz used to say it, okay, you're fucking based, alright? I'll say it, I've said it before and I'll say it again, alright? I don't fucking care. Latinos get away with it, too, in regular speech? Yeah, exactly. It's, like, all arbitrary. It's like, okay, what if you're, like, 25% black? Okay, yeah, you can still say it. Okay, what if you're, like, 5% black? It's like, it's so fucking arbitrary. It's just based off of vibes, which I fucking hate. It's like, no. Fuck that. Total Femyoz victory, let's go. Hell yeah. I always get pissed at friends when they get race. See, but, like, there's a difference between, like, whatever, saying a slur and being ideologically racist. Way too many SJWs? Oh, anti-SJWs in South America, lost cause. Yeah, like, I'm not I'm just anti-joke police, is what I am. I'm just against anybody that will try to police my humor, alright? If you try to police my humor, fuck you, alright? If you're an anti-comedian, if you're anti-comedy and anti-fun, you can go fuck yourself no matter what your political predispositions are, alright? Fuck you, alright? If you police my humor, I don't care how good your fucking politics are. I mean, I guess you'll get bonus points for that, but, like, no, fuck you. If you police my humor, I hate you. I'm gonna start watching Power Set. I don't know what it is, and I'm never going to know what it is. Send you a video on Discord, Cute-Yos? I'll watch it later. I don't know who Patience Xena is. Can't tell if chat is winning. What? You're saying you're a Sam Hyde believer. I will say that I have mixed feelings on Sam Hyde. I'd say that a lot of people on the left fucking hate him. In fact, most people on the left that know about him hate him. I can't bring myself to hate him. I'm sorry. I know what I'm supposed to as a leftist, disavow that, you know, the shit he says or whatever. But nah, fuck that. He's funny, okay? He's funny as fuck, alright? I don't care. Alright? Those are all my controversial takes, alright? That's basically it. Really, what's wrong with Sam Hyde? seriously. Okay, yeah, he did one fucked up thing, which was donate $5,000 to the Nazi organization. But for all we know, he could have been doing it just to, like, stir shit up. Because he's known for being a fucking troll, right? He's, like, he's not a Nazi, but his fans are annoying. Some of them. I think it's a mixed bag. Right? Like, some of his fans might be like me, where they just like watching people say edgy shit. Right? Nice. Food, corn, and drinking water. Yeah, I don't know. He is a legitimate Nazi. I get it if you find. Is he? I can't tell. At first I was like, yeah, he is, but like, then I thought about it and I'm like, well, but like, maybe he's not? I don't know. Yeah, it's like, okay, like, if people are, like, framing him a certain way, because, like, people were saying that he was alt-right before he did anything, as far as I'm aware. The same way that they framed PewDiePie as a Nazi, which he obviously isn't, alright? You can dislike PewDiePie if you want. I don't know why you would. But to claim that he's a Nazi for making an obvious fucking joke is fucking retarded, right? But yeah, I don't think that Sam Hyde is a Nazi, as far as I'm aware. But I could be wrong. They're so smug about it, like they're in some sort of, yeah, I don't know. Look, I don't have anything against Sam Hyde other than he probably has bad politics, but I don't know. Like, that's the thing that sucks. This is where I get cognitive dissonance. Like, I don't know if Sam Hyde would be against the whole HRT femboy thing, right? It's like, would he, like, respect me, or would he be like, or would he just think I'm like a disgusting weirdo? That's what I want to know, right? Because, like, that's what sucks about being, like, a fucking, man, now oh god, I understand why people get cognitive dissonance over this. It's like, goddamn, being a fucking minority sucks. Fuck this. Man, what, oh god. Either way, it's like, ugh. It's like, that's like something that never would have crossed my mind, is like, okay, but does this person like, if they saw me, would they think I'm like a fucking weirdo degen? Didn't one of his skits literally involve a scene kid femboy pretending to be high on meth? I mean, if it did, that's kind of funny, right? Sam Hyde cares much more about being funny than politics. Wouldn't be a surprise if his fans are all right, genuinely. Yeah, but that's what I've been saying. I don't know who Patient Xena is. Apparently, according to Robin, she makes great social commentary. Let's be real, she probably doesn't, but check DMs. Alright. Okay, I'll check DMs, Jesus Christ. I don't see... Oh, I just see a video, the first black person to say the N-word. Jeez. That's the only DM I see. There's no other... You didn't send me anything other than that, though. It was meant to be a girl doing crack? Oh, was it? I don't know. I don't know all the Sam Hyde lore. Like, I'm not, like, a staunch Sam Hyde fan or anything, but, like, from what I've seen, it's, like... something about him, man, just hits different. I don't know. I'd have to see him say some, like, unironically transphobic shit. Think you're in the wrong... No, you didn't send me anything. What are you talking about? Like, what the fuck? Are you talking about, like, if you're talking about, hold on. These DMs, I already looked at these. I looked at these. Sent you something, bro? Okay, I'm retarded then. I'm sorry. Fuck. I'm stupid. Okay, okay. I don't see anything. No one DM'd me anything. Someone asking me if I can play Hive. I'm not going to. Okay. Yeah, no, you did not DM me anything. The worst he said outside of a joke is how he feels about Anissa. Yeah, I don't like the way he talked about Anissa. I thought that was shitty. Didn't Sam Hyde's producer Jet Neptune steal like 100K? I don't know and I don't care. That's, whatever. Oh no, his producer did something. And also, weird, am I just shadow banned? No. Why would you be shadow banned? I seem to think that just because you follow a comedian, that means you as well must be funny. Maybe someone heard. Wait, what? Humor, but overall, you just seem to be a dick rider. How am I a dick rider? If 90% of your fans are alright, I think that Sam Hyde probably should do something about it, but like, I don't know. Jim versus Sam Hyde. Ooh, I'd say Sam Hyde takes the W there. Sam Hyde is the reason his fans are outright. They did that to him. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. Okay, I think what. He has a trans girl who works for him. She's in the iDubbbz doc. She came out last year. Okay. Interesting. I wonder. Okay. This is even that fun of a stunt. I'm sorry. I'm getting tired. Okay, this is a sign I need to end stream. Read. Yeah. Saying Sam is responsible for audience is like, are you soft? Wait, what? Why are people downplaying influencers? Oh my fucking god! Oh jeez. Your fans don't magically become alright. I mean, look, I think that Sam Hyde is far from perfect, right? Okay, I think I'm biased, to be honest. I'm biased in favor of him. Okay, I'll give you that. Oh, wow. Yeah, you figured it out. But at the same time, okay, look, I can fix him, okay? I can fix him. All right? I can fix him. And anyone that says otherwise is lying to you, all right? Yeah, that's right. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. Smash like and subscribe. You think fake liberal? Well, I'm not a liberal. I'm a leftist. Get it right. I'm not cucked out enough to be a liberal. I'm a leftist for a reason. I also really like Sam Hyde. I think he's funny AF, but his community is definitely a problem. Yeah, I tend to agree with that. Femyoz is... Wait, what? Wait, Femyoz is an Aryan trans girl on the surf. Wait. You haven't reached the level of prettiness for that yet? For what? I'm confused. Post on OnlyFans or we riot. Jesus Christ. That is in the Femyoz Discord server, so I'm 50 a month for nothing? Oh my god. To change Sam. Oh. Oh, yeah, I was joking. Sort of. Alright, I'm ending stream. Yeah, okay, look, when I learn makeup and I've been on HRT, okay, do you think I would be pretty enough after, like, multiple years of HRT? That's what I need to know. People slap each other as hard as possible. Sorry. No? Fuck you, is my response. Maybe IDK? I don't know. Okay. I'll read DMs later. I'm sorry. I just I don't care right now. You ever posting to OnlyFans? I don't know. Maybe. I'll let you know if you do. If I do. Like, I'll make it very public. How does Finster pull off what you and Jalen... Wait, what? Is it because I don't know makeup yet? Like, what are you talking about? I haven't. Okay, if I learn makeup and get my eyebrows done and my eyelashes done, do you think I'd be able to pull it off? Like, be honest. Okay, yeah. Anyways, sorry. I'm dragging this out. That'd be so fucking hot. OMG. Fair enough. Nah. Yeah, sounds smart. Get a good rest. Stupid amount of shit to go over with the Brianna Wu leaks. Yeah. Three of us. Oh my god. No, but I need to like do it, please. You'd look better with the emo / scene look. It's easier to pull off. Okay, one other thing. Should I get my hair like short again? Should I go like with like the boy twink thing that I would like had like a while ago? Like I can't visualize it properly. That's the other thing I want to know. All right, I'm ending stream, but just let me know. Short hair Femyoz or long hair Femyoz? No short, long is pretty. Fair enough. Long is better. All right. Grow it more. All right. Black hair would instantly bump you up multiple points. Maybe. Derails. True. All right. Bye. Sorry. I'm ending stream for real. Unless. What if I. All right. Smash like. God, you're so fucking hot. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Pixie cut would be adorbs. Fuck you right. God damn. Black hair does accent lashes and eyeliner more. That's true. Ugh. Fuck. Now I'm unironically considering it. Fuck. God damn it. No, I'm not. Well, okay, maybe I do it. I don't know. Probably not. Okay, fine. I'll end stream. Okay. Smash like. Sorry. Oh god, I'm so tired. A hairdo that will bring your dad's affection back? How can I regain something that never existed in the first place? Like, what? Kind of difficult. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, goodbye. Like, actually, like, for real this time. Like, actually. Okay, bye. Smash like.